are dead. And now, it's time for another episode with the two brothers who ice fish from the same hole, who have kicked the same field goals, and who will have you laughing from start to finish. Bringing you the sports, music, and entertainment straight from their Eskimo hut. It's the Eskimo Brothers Podcast.
Yeah, man. What is up, everybody? Welcome in to the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Episode number 161, bro. Woo! It's a Sunday afternoon. It just turned out to be an ass Sunday for me, but it happens, bro. But I'm happy to be here. And, yeah, man, welcome in. Episode number 161, brother.
Yeah, man. We're here again.
We're never going to leave you.
We're never going to leave.
We're like the stink on your feet.
You can always find us.
You can always find us. We're always around. Whether you like it or you don't fucking like it.
Right.
And if you don't like it, we don't care.
Yeah. I mean,
literally. We don't care. But no, just kidding, man. Welcome in. Like I said, it's a glorious little Sunday afternoon after some football. And, you know, just some other stuff going on this Sunday as we've hit November, brother.
It is. It's November now. They're like October just flew by. Dude.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, we had a great stream on Thursday for Halloween. I mean, me and Leaf had nothing but fun on Thursday. Probably a little too much, actually. Honestly.
Yeah, that seems to happen quite often.
Well, I mean, because I think we took it another notch because it was Halloween.
Right. You got to do Halloween big, bro.
Yeah.
And usually when it's a holiday and we're doing something like that, we usually, we usually partake in a little too much.
I know.
But that's okay.
Yeah, so Halloween was great. And it was a lot of fun. But me and Leaf were about dead on Friday, actually, after that whole thing. But, it's to be expected. I don't know why I just didn't take the day off. I'm really stupid for that, thinking like, yeah, I'm good, no problem. And that was a bad call, man. Bro. But anyways, still had fun. So if you stopped in with us and hung out with us, you got to see us in costume, as always. So that was a lot of fun. We had a good night. The game was just kind of okay. It was kind of shocking, actually, to be honest. I didn't think the Texans would lose to the Jets, but they certainly did.
Yeah,
and Aaron Rodgers is like, don't give up on us now. And I'm like, oh, here we go.
No, you're done. Your season's done already, bro. It doesn't matter what you do. But,
yeah.
But that was a shocking. I did not expect that to happen.
Right? Yeah. So, yeah, it was fun. But, yeah, we're in November, like I said. So, holy hell.
Yeah, man. It's crazy.
Welcome into November. The next couple weeks or whatever, we're just getting ready for Thanksgiving over in this mother. And then, of course, watching foot. I mean, this is peak football weather season.
Yeah, this is what you wait for.
Yeah.
This is where you get ready, like especially in Texas, because it's never cold until around like late this time. So, and it hasn't been cold all year. Actually.
I wouldn't say that it's been cold yet.
No.
I mean, it's cooler.
It doesn't get super cold here until like
it's
maybe
cooler.
Later.
Yeah.
Later this month, if that. You never know with Texas, but it's like.
Right.
But it is fall. Like you start to see the kind of the fall. Like we're getting some of that today. It's all rainy and shit.
Oh yeah, it's dreary the last couple days actually.
But I mean, it's still
to be
like
honest.
in the 70s, so it's like, yeah, there's not a real fall that happens in Texas. I can tell you that.
Not really. I mean, today, for example, the high was like 77.
Yeah.
And then the rest of the week is like in the 70s. So we'll take that. We'll take that. I mean, sometimes we've gone to Thanksgiving and it's been like 88.
Yeah, what the fuck?
What the hell's going on around here? My air conditioner's still
it's
going.
so hot.
Yeah. So, anyways, but we're happy to be here. This is again November 3rd, as we sit here and record this episode, audio wise. By the way, If you're hanging out with us on YouTube, thanks for stopping in. We appreciate you. As always, audio-wise, this episode is going to release on November 5th, which in 2024, the reason I say that is kind of a big day here in America.
Right.
It is officially election day, so we don't really talk too much about that on here because it just doesn't seem like a good idea. But we did say on Thursday, or the last episode, I think, make sure you go out and vote at least.
Yeah.
You know, do your own research, vote for who you want to, but at least exercise your right to vote.
Yeah, me and Sam both early voted, so we got that out of the way. But yeah, I mean, it's what you get. If you're 18 plus, go do that. But yeah, do your research first. Don't follow some blindly some celebrity that tells you, because they don't fucking know. They live on a different planet than us, by the way.
Yeah.
So whoever they vote for, it doesn't matter either way. So
right.
Do your own research.
They live in gated communities.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to be fine forever. And little guys like us, we might not be fine. Who knows?
No, we might be dead.
So yeah, just do your own research. Go vote for who you're going to vote for. Just do it. And, be kind when you go out there. Just go there, punch your vote, and go home, and be cool.
And make sure that you are safe, because obviously, if you're going on Tuesday, well, you have to now if you haven't voted.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, be safe, because there's some crazy people out there, man.
Yeah, it's a little wild. So take care of yourself out there and other people.
Yes.
But yeah, get it done.
Get it done. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's it.
Okay. I'll tell you what, man. Election day, man. All right, dude, let's jump in. Okay, first things first. We've mentioned this a few times over the last few weeks or whatever. I told Leaf, I said, hey, man, when Joker 2 comes out on streaming, you're falling on that sword, because the reviews are horrific, and that's just not something that I want to see if it's that bad.
Yeah.
Because I unfortunately watched the Crow reboot, and Leaf did not, because I'm like, don't waste your time.
Yeah, and you also watched Trap. You actually went to the theater.
I actually went to the theater to see, and I'm never going to see another M. Night Shyamalan movie in my life in the theaters ever again.
That was the straw.
That was the last one for me.
Right there.
I'm not doing it ever again. So this one was like Leaf following that. Well, Leaf, it just came out this past, what was it, Thursday?
Yeah, it was like the 30th or something.
Yeah. So Leaf got a chance to see that.
It came out like October 3rd in the theaters, and then it hit
streaming. Yeah,
so,
it was out streaming real quick. So
I was like, all right, I'll do it, and I did. I watched it.
So let's Leaf, like I said, Leaf got the chance to watch this weekend before we hit record. So man, take it away. Let me know what your review is of this.
So everybody knows that. I mean, this thing, it's been shit on in the media about, all the critics and even the audience scores is saying it's 32% for both scores. So that's not good, obviously. I remember when we talked about this movie, when they announced the sequel, and then Todd Phillips says it's going to be a musical. I was just like, what the fuck for? Why?
Yeah, we were both like, this seems like not a good idea. Because the first one, your main actor, won an award for being the best actor, and was really good in that part, and had, so there was a scene in the first one where there was music and he was dancing on stairs. But it was like no singing, nothing like that.
It wasn't, yeah. So, this, I was like, this makes no sense, because like you said, they had talking about the first one, it's such a dark subject matter. It deals with like mental health and depression and not being accepted as a person and stuff and all this. And it worked in the first one. The first one was great. Everybody loved it. And that's why they got a huge sequel. And Warner Brothers gave Todd Phillips so much money to make the sequel, and he shit all over the place.
I think it was $200 million.
Yeah, a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so then whenever they announced that, I was like, man, just because I would think this is going to be a continuation of the first one, obviously being super dark, and it is. There's nothing happy about these two movies. So, and normally musicals have a little happier tone to them. So I was already kind of perplexed when that got announced. So I didn't go see it in the theaters. I was excited about a sequel, because then when they said Lady Gaga was going to be, Harley Quinn, I was like, oh, this could be really cool.
We were both like, she's a great actress.
Right.
She's done really good in the movies that she's been in. She's proven that she can really act her ass off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was, and then let me talk about that.
Okay.
Let me talk about the good stuff. because there's not a whole lot.
True.
But yeah, the performances were great. Like Joaquin Phoenix as Arthur Fleck is great. Obviously, he won an award, like Sam said in the first one. He's not going to win an award for this one. Lady Gaga was great, although I've read this a bunch, and whenever I watched it, I was like, everybody's right about it. She's underused in this movie. She's not on screen very long. Like I think she gets a total of like 33 minutes of a
2.5 hours.
almost like 2 hours and 20 minutes, something like that.
Wow.
So that's not enough. When she was on screen, she was great. Well, and then let me say this: the first 30 minutes of this movie was not bad. I was like, are they fucking with us? Because like, there has been no songs in it yet. Nobody's singing.
Oh wow.
And then actually, I was like, holy shit, this could be the start of a good movie. And then, well, even like, so man, I don't know, man. When I think about a musical, so the first song, Joaquin Phoenix does himself, and they make it look like maybe this musical part of this fucking movie is in his head. Right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah. So that's what I kind of thought going into it. I was like, is he just dreaming all this?
This is what I thought. Well, they made me think that with the first song. Well, then the second song comes along, and it's not bad either. I mean, it's Gaga and
Joaquin?
Yeah.
They're, by the way, this is their actual voices. I mean, obviously, obviously we know Lady Gaga can sing.
Yeah.
Joaquin Phoenix can sing too.
Yeah. Well, he did all that singing and Walk the Line.
Yeah.
Johnny Cash stuff.
Right. And I mean, that was incredible.
Yeah. And so anyway, so even the second song with him and they call her Lee in the movie. She calls herself Lee. But at the time, you made her name's Harleen Quinzel, which is that's her before she becomes Harley Quinn, basically. Well, anyway, they do like a little song, and that wasn't bad either, the way that they did it. And so I was like, okay, maybe this stuff's in his head, so this might work out for me. Like, I might like this. Well, then at some point, he does like this interview, and then everybody knows that they sang that song together. And so then that's my first, like, okay, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And then, then we get to the trial part. Like, the first 45 minutes of it is kind of leading up to his trial because he's in an Arkham State Hospital.
Right, yeah, because we left the first movie, he was arrested.
Yeah. And so now he's waiting trial. He's in this Arkham State Hospital for criminals because obviously he's not, his mental health is very bad. And they're trying to think, like, they got to try to see if he's fit to stand trial. And so then he goes to trial, and this is where it unravels. The whole movie just starts unraveling and downward spiraling. I will say though, if this movie didn't have the musical part of it, because then they just started throwing these musical pieces in, and then it didn't make any sense. Oh shit! And it didn't. It started.
Spill my beer.
It started to make zero sense. Like at first, you know how like a typical musical would start, but it would just be a continuation of the story. Like, right? Like I said, the first song is like that. Like he's in like this room, a TV room where they're sitting and all watching TV, and they ask him what's going on or how he feels about it. Then he starts singing the song, which, kind of like, how in like Lion King where they're like, where Simba's like, what does that mean? And then they sing a song about it to explain it. Yeah. Well, then that's what this had. I was like, okay, this makes sense. Well, then when they get to the trial part, they're throwing songs in there, and they're like in the middle of us talking, and then all of a sudden it goes black, and then they start singing a fucking song. And I was like, and it's in a different place. It's not in the courtroom. So I'm like,
kind of a mess then.
Yeah, it starts to become a huge pile of mess. And then, so I'm like, okay, now I see where people are starting to shit on this movie. Because, the musical part starts to make zero sense at all. Like, the first two songs, they made sense to me. But then I was like, okay, this is just in his head. And then they kept trying to make that happen, too. Like, they made you think that it was, but everybody knows, like, he's singing. But if he was really singing in a state hospital, they'd fucking, like, shoot him with something and make him go to sleep. Because he was causing a disturbance. So I was like, I see what they were trying to do with it. But, I mean, like I said, they just missed the mark.
Failed miserably.
Failed miserably. And they shouldn't have done it. Like, all the musical part of this made it worse. Unless you like, because Lady Gaga sings her ass off, obviously, and Joaquin Phoenix is good. I mean, that's great. But, like I said, those musical pieces didn't make sense after those first two songs. And then, yeah, man, I will say there's a great fucking story in all this, though. And it would have been great to see the third one because they left a lot of stuff open-ended. And but now, you know, Warner Brothers isn't going to give this guy money to make a third one at all since this one bombed so bad. But there like you get introduced to Harvey Dent. He's the assistant DA.
Oh, really?
He's the one.
He comes in.
Yeah, he's the one prosecuting. And then you get to see like, so through the whole movie, Lady Gaga is Harleen Quinzel.
Right.
Oh yeah, and by the way, if you're listening and you want to go see this movie, just stop now because I'm gonna spoil this whole fucking thing for you.
Oh well, it's been out for a while.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't,
we're not
seen
spoiling anything.
Yeah. Well, anyway,
and I think nobody wants to watch it.
Yeah. Her whole role in this was she basically is kind of twist on the whole Joker Harley Quinn dynamic because in the comics, she was a psychiatrist who was
right
assigned to Joker's case, and he ends up manipulating her and turning her into Harley Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in this movie, she meets him in prison or in this like
mental institution. Arkham, right?
Yeah, it's like Arkham State Hospital is what it's called. Now they have two different things. Like they have the criminal side, which Arthur's on, and then they just have like the patient side, which is where she's at. But she tells him she was in there because she burnt down her mom's apartment building that they lived in, and her mom had her committed, and blah, 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 blah. And then you find out all this is a lie. She's actually a normal human being. Her dad's a doctor. Like she was well off, and she just, I don't know, she put herself into the hospital. She checked herself in just so she could meet Arthur. And then, so then she manipulates him to become because when this movie starts, he's done with being the Joker. He doesn't want to do it anymore. He's like, I'm in jail now and whatever. And
after murdering a guy,
after marrying a bunch, and he doesn't want to be the Joker anymore.
Right.
And you can tell. And so, well, then she convinces him because she's like, oh, this girl likes me and I'm happy now. And
so it's a little backwards then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she manipulates him into becoming the Joker again.
Okay.
So then he becomes the Joker again.
So this side story to me, just from hearing you talk about this and everything, like I'm glad I never saw this. And also, like, what Todd Phillips just decided to shit on all the original shit and just make his own thing, which is fine. But when you use the same names of the characters and whatnot, then well, yeah. Anyways,
so once she does get him turned back to the Joker, she's all happy about it. Then she tells him that she's getting kicked out of the hospital because he's a bad influence on her, which, like I said, she's lying to him the whole time. She can check herself out whenever she's ready, and that's what she does. And then so she goes, now I can see you because she wants to be at his trial. And so she goes every day to his trial. He fires his lawyer because, you know, he thinks he can do it himself, and he's got the paint on. He's put it back on, and he's in, you know. And then she's all fucking turned on about it, right? Because she's
yeah.
Well,
from what you're saying,
yeah. And well, then he calls up like that witness that he lets live, the little person that Gary Puddles is his name that he used to work with, and that guy gets on the stand and is like, you.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah. The little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And he's like, you were the only one that was nice to me and all that, and that fucks with his head. And so then at that point, you could tell he doesn't want to be this Joker guy anymore because he thinks he can be a better person or whatever. Well, then, so when the closing statements come, this is a cool scene that I did like, though, because this is where you see Lady Gaga turn into Harley Quinn, the actual Harley Quinn, because she thinks he's going to get off by reason of insanity and he's going to be free and they can be together. Well, she's doing her makeup and she is singing a song along with this, which it actually worked at this point. But at this point, you're tired of the fucking musical part of it.
How many songs were there in this movie?
Like 16, dude.
That's way too many.
Yeah. And like I said, you don't hear the first one until the first 30 minutes. It's like, oh, well, this is a great movie up until... Well, and like I said, the first song wasn't that bad, and it fit into the
So for
movie.
like 2 hours long of the movie, there's 16 fucking songs at least.
Yeah.
That's too many.
Well, they get more often during that trial thing, and they just, like I said, they make zero sense in the movie.
Yeah, that's so bad.
And then,
I can't believe you actually finished this fucking movie.
I know, I almost shut it off, honestly. Well, then, so she's putting her makeup on, right?
Yeah.
And like it's just a little bit of, you see she's just getting into this whole, and then you see her walk up the courthouse to go to these closing statements, and she's wearing like maybe the first iteration of her Harley Quinn outfit. It's like a red coat, and then it has like the black and white kind of check.
I saw that in the previews.
Yeah. And that looked cool. And I was like, oh man.
Yeah, that does look cool. Yeah.
But like I said, they did not use her as Harley Quinn enough. Like you only see her a couple of scenes as actual.
So she's in 30 minutes of the movie. Mm-hmm. That's way too low.
Like maybe something like that.
That's way too low.
Yeah. And most of her scenes are she's either talking to him for just a few seconds or she's doing a singing thing, like she's in a musical part of it. So, well, anyway, during the closing statements, he says something like, there's no Joker. My name's Arthur, and I killed all these people. And nobody knows this, but I killed my mom, too. So there's 6 people I killed, not 5. And so they obviously find him guilty. She gets up and walks out because she's pissed because he's saying there's no Joker. And that's the only part of him that she likes, obviously. So she leaves. And then, for some reason, he's just hanging out in the courtroom after he tells all this stuff. And then you don't even see what happens, or how it happens, or who set it up. But some car bomb goes off and into the courtroom, and he gets to escape. And then that's when you see, actually, this is where I was like, there's some good parts of this. Like, you see Harvey Dent's face is burnt, so that's the start of
Two-Face. So they started doing Two-Face.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But he's like, he looks like he's dead, but it's Harvey Dent, so you know he turns into
Two-Face. And they're not making a third one.
Yeah.
So what's the point?
Yeah, I mean, because Warner Brothers, like,
no, it bombed, bro.
Yeah.
They're not making a third one.
Right. But then I was like, oh, fuck, man. We missed out on a decent fucking trilogy, probably. If he didn't do this
If
as a
he didn't
musical,
do it like that and made it an actual trilogy, then that'd be fine.
Like I said, if you cut out all these stupid songs and shit and the ones that didn't make sense, this would have been a great movie.
Way too much, bro. Like, how many songs do you think are in the fucking... I'll just use Lion King because you said it.
Yeah.
What, like fucking 4?
I don't know.
Or 5?
Yeah, there's so many, dude. And I was like, okay, this is fucking...
I could be wrong on that because it's been a long time since I've seen Lion King. I just don't remember that being... I mean, yes, I remember there being songs in that because it's a Disney fucking movie. But I don't remember being like, God damn, so many fucking songs.
Yeah.
But they also, when they sang the songs, like you said, it was in the part.
Yeah, it
made
kind
sense.
of a continuation of the story.
Don't you, like, see, here's the thing. Yeah, I mean, like, Simba's sitting there like, oh, I'm so worried. And then fucking Timon and Pumbaa were like, Hakuna Matata.
Yeah, and he's like,
and then they sing a song about that, and I'm like, oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, this doesn't happen in this movie.
Yeah. Okay, so they're doing something, and then it flashes to the song, and then it just has nothing to do with the story whatsoever.
Yeah, like the whole... Like, you've seen it in the previews where it's like the Harley and Joker show.
Sure, yeah.
That makes me think like it's all in his head. Because
that's what I thought,
that
too.
never happens.
That's what I thought,
It's just like a thing. And, like, he's just sitting there in court one day, and then all of a sudden it's like, hey, we're going to build a mountain. I was like, what the fuck are y'all talking about, bro?
That doesn't make any sense then.
Yeah. And so, so I had to suffer through those because most of those songs happened towards the end of it. And so it's like they piled them on. I was like, God damn. Just get to the end of this thing.
So that's just bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, so then, then there's other things that they throw in there that was weird. Like he does talk shit about the guards at Arkham State. And so when he comes back from one of his trials, because it's all televised and shit, people are watching it everywhere.
Oh, of course.
And then, so those guards are pissed because he's talking shit about them. So they beat the shit out of him and then they rape him.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, the guards do.
Wait a minute. Guards usually don't need to rape prisoners.
Yeah, well, they did. So I was like, okay, that's weird.
Usually prisoners rape prisoners because they're like, I just need something to stick this in.
Yeah. Well, they don't really show it, but you could, like, the main guy who Brendan Gleeson plays, like the main kind of guard there, he was great too. But, like, yeah, he's like, throw him in the shower, and they threw him in there, and the other 2 guards just kind of go down there and do their thing on him. You don't see it, but you know that's what's happening.
Sure.
And then, well, anyway, they find him.
It's also weird, by the way.
Well, when he does escape, which was weird after that car bomb happened out of nowhere. Like, I'm like, oh, this is normal shit that happens.
Don't you ever go to Walmart and have a car bomb go off, bro?
Yeah, just randomly. Yeah. So
explain this.
My guess it was like maybe fans of the Joker because those people found him and he's like kind of disoriented.
They were like in the first movie there was a lot of people starting to impersonate him.
Yeah. And that's a couple of those guys like, oh, it's him, and they throw him in a car and they try to escape. Well, he sees Harley Quinn at those stairs in the first one because she said she was from that neighborhood. She's not. Like I said, she lies to him through the whole movie. And then,
what kind of writing bullshit is this?
Yeah, so he goes up there to talk to her. She rejects him again because she's like, you said there's no Joker, so I don't want to be with you anymore. And so he's all fucked up again. Well, then the cops catch up to him, arrest him again, and take him back to the thing. Now he's in prison forever, I guess. And then
How does this fucking this total shit show end?
I'm about to tell you.
Okay.
So as you're watching him go through his whole prison thing or the state hospital thing, he goes to take his pills. He goes to the TV room. He's just hanging out, going through the trial part. There's another inmate that just keeps eyeing him, and you don't know who it is. There's one guy that's like super obsessed with him. And then there's another one that you see in a few scenes that's just kind of watching him. So you think, oh, it's just probably another stupid guy that's into him or something. Well, at the end, that guy approaches him. He's like, "What?" The guard calls Arthur because he's got a visitor or something. So he's walking down the hallway. This guy comes up behind him. He's like, "Hey, Arthur, I want to tell you a joke or whatever." And then he turns around. He's like, "Yeah, go ahead." And then he tells him some joke. I can't remember what it was. And the punchline was like, he gets what he deserves. And he was like, "What?" And then so he starts stabbing him, bro. This inmate is stabbing Arthur like in the fucking stomach like 6-7 times.
Oh wow!
And he dies. He's dead. And in the background, you see him like the camera moves to Arthur's face, and then the guy that killed him is sitting down laughing hysterically like the Joker, and he cuts the smile on his face. So this is supposed to be Todd Phillips says he's the Joker. Not Arthur was never the Joker.
All right, Todd Phillips, whatever, dude. That was your own thing. I'm glad I didn't have to watch this movie. Thank God for that.
It was shit.
Yeah, well, I kind of figured it would be considering the reviews that came out, and it bombed in theaters. But thanks for watching it.
I think, like I said, if you would have taken those songs out and actually did the movie like he was thinking about doing it, look like when he first started it, it probably would have been a decent movie, honestly.
Yeah.
And like you could have opened up, like I said, you had Harvey Dent here, you had Harley Quinn.
That's crazy that I didn't know that Harvey was in the movie.
Yeah. He's the prosecutor that's during the trial.
I mean, that makes sense, obviously, but I didn't know that Todd Phillips, because he was always saying like this. I mean, I heard Todd Phillips say that before.
Yeah.
That this Arthur guy is not even really the Joker. It's just some sort of guy. And I was like, okay, whatever, dude. It's his own story. It's a separate thing, which is great. Yeah. But as long as it's good, we'll like it. And then first one, we were like, damn, this is really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one came out and everybody shit on it, and Leaf just shit all over it too.
It's just
all right. 0 or 1 out of 10.
Oh man, yeah, 1, dude. Like
wow,
the lowest I can give it. Dude.
Holy shit, damn! I didn't think because you said the first 30 minutes were okay at least.
Well, yeah, but like I said, it just takes you on a different fucking ride at the last hour and a half.
1 out of 10.
Yeah,
the end of it just tanked it for you.
Yeah, like the whole trial part of it. Like I said, there's good parts in it, but there's not enough good in it to make me want to watch it again.
Yeah, well, so you're never gonna watch it again.
No.
Yeah,
I don't have to, bro. I saw it, and I'm like, that's all I needed.
Well, here's the thing, and we've said this a couple times on this podcast because me and Leaf basically are the same person. If he tells me that if he sees a movie and he's like, don't watch it, I'm not gonna watch it. Yeah, he did that with me on the second Suicide Squad, and then that Birds of Prey.
God, both
Leaf
of those.
saw both. This was that was before we started the podcast, I think.
Yeah.
And so whenever Leaf tells me, he's like, don't waste your time. I'm not wasting my time. I know. I'm the same guy as this guy. So if he didn't like it, I'm not going to like it. So I'm not going to waste my time.
I've never watched. I still haven't seen Trapped, and I still haven't seen the Crow reboot.
Don't
I'm
even
not gonna watch them.
Don't watch either of those because you'll be pissed.
Yeah.
And you'll be like, damn it, Sam was right.
Yeah, I mean, this one, like I said, it reeled me in for that first 30 minutes. I was like, where's the songs? Because I thought this was a musical. And then I was like, okay, is this going to be better than I thought it was going to be? And then they got through the first 2 songs. I was like, okay, I'm not fucking disgusted yet.
And they're like, by the way, here's 15 more.
And then they're like, oh, wait, hold up. I'm glad you like this movie. Let's fucking make it worse.
Yeah.
And I was like, God damn it.
So just to wrap up on this, because we've actually spent a little bit of time on this.
Oh, my bad. Yeah. Well,
no, it's good.
I went through the whole plot, it looks like.
So I saw an interview with Lady Gaga and Joaquin Phoenix when they were trying to promote this movie. Mm-hmm. And then I guess one of the questions was, are you happy with the way it turned out? And they both never gave like a straight answer.
Yeah.
So it sounds like Todd Phillips in the studio just edited this a lot and then made it this. And they were like, this is not what we really
That's
wanted.
what I was about to say. I was like, because editing means a whole lot in these things.
100%.
Because like Morbius, we talked about that.
Man. That was a goddamn mess.
Yeah.
And it's because they snip and cut everything. Yeah. And it's just like, what?
And that's what this looked like with those last songs during the trial. Because they just went like the song didn't. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Like they went from like songs actually maybe kind of flowing along with the movie. Not the songs per se. I'm just saying when they did the songs and then how they presented the songs to like just cutting to a different fucking part, like a different movie, almost.
And that just doesn't make sense. That just seems weird.
And then you had to come back. You're like, oh, look, they're performing on a TV show, which doesn't happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I just like, so.
In real life.
When I saw the previews and it said Harley and Joker, I was like, okay. I was thinking the same thing in the previews. I'm like, he's just dreaming or something.
Yeah.
Or it's in his head.
Well,
he's telling a story to a psychiatrist or something, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought it was too. But they nipped that in the bud at the first time because, like I said, he does an interview with a TV show and he talks about Lee, the chick.
Yeah.
And and then the TV guy, he goes, "Oh, the girl that was singing with you." And so now everybody knows they were singing. So it's not like in his head anymore. So I was like, "What are y'all doing? It makes no sense."
Yeah. All right.
It made no sense. So,
1 out of 10 from LP on the Joker.
Yeah, that's probably
Joker 2 Folie à Deux.
That's probably a little low. I'd probably maybe rank it a little higher, but not much more, dude. It's not that good. It's not a good movie.
You're not alone. I saw everybody shitting all over this.
Well, like I said,
I saw the guys that I trust, and they were like,
movie,
I'd give it less than a 1 if I could.
Yeah. Like, with this kind of dark subject matter, because there's nothing happy about this movie, man. He's in the hospital. He's getting fucked up by the guards. Like, nobody likes him.
Yeah.
It's not happy. And I guess they tried to throw those musical numbers to make it, he does feel a little happy sometimes.
Yay.
But like I said, those scenes don't make sense. And so you're like, man, it's just a mess. So
there you go. I wanted to get that out of the
Todd
way.
Phillips, go. You did the Hangover movies. Thank you for those. But go make something else, not this stuff.
Yeah, except for
he says he won't ever make comedy again because people get too fucking like offended now. So I was like, well, you got to do something because you fucked this up. Nobody's gonna give you a big budget anymore, bro.
I don't think that. I think he would do that comedy again.
Yeah, he's gonna have to.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Nobody's gonna give him a comic book movie again.
Well,
I can tell you that.
Here's the thing. Well, he said he's like, I don't want any part of the DC universe anymore. I'm like, yeah, because you're probably gonna get. You weren't gonna get fucking another deal, bro. So
yeah, he's not getting one.
He could do it again, comedy wise. I think he'd be fine because I think we're getting less and less of the whole like you can't make this funny like that anymore, and we need to get past all that because like. Some of the best shit we've ever had is stuff like that. And it's a fucking movie. Relax, okay? It's not real life. It's comedy.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. So, yeah, he's going to have to do that because he's made some of the best comedies that we've had.
Yeah.
So, anyways. There you go, though. 1 out of 10. Joker Folie à Deux.
Yeah, I would not suggest you watch that movie.
Okay. Moving on. Just a few other entertainment things real quick. Because, like I said, Leaf gave the entire plot. Which I love, by the way.
Yeah. I mean,
happier things coming out though that we like.
Yeah. That
this is actually good stuff. Good stuff. Just real quick, this past week I want to mention, and I know Leaf saw this as well. So a few years ago we got the remake of Jumanji, and that was Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, Karen Gillan. They were all kind of in that whole thing. And they did 2 movies already, both hilarious. I went and saw both of them in theaters. Really funny, really good. A really good job of remaking Jumanji. Because the original Jumanji was Robin Williams, bro. And when you touch Robin Williams, good fucking luck. Like, there's going to be a time in our, if maybe, there's going to be a time when we're still alive, maybe, where they try to remake Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
And it's not going to work. Compared to the original, right? Anyways, Jumanji, they did a good job. I will say that. And they also, it wasn't a remake. It was kind of like a continuation because they even tied in some of the old shit on the first 2. However, it's been a while since that second one, and it made a ton of money. I mean, they both have made a ton of money.
Yeah.
So everybody's like, when's the fuck is the third one? There's got to be a third one because, studios are like, we'll do anything because it makes money. Then we want to do it. Keep going, baby.
Right.
Just hashtag Fast and Furious. There's like 12 of those now.
Yeah.
I think they're in space now. Racing in space. Or I don't know.
Yeah, they're on Rainbow Road up there, bro.
Yeah. It's been confirmed now that we do get a third one of this. And we do have a release date, December 11th of 2026. So about 2 years from now, we're getting the final. I don't know if it's going to be the final one, but the third one, and it probably is going to have all of the originals back, because why would you do that if you didn't? So
I did see that because I follow Karen Gillan on Instagram. She was pregnant too, so that's probably why they're waiting.
that may be why too. Yeah, that's true.
I think she's
and
still
who knocked
pregnant,
her up,
actually.
bro? Because I would love to have been the one to do that.
Oh, lucky bastard, bro.
Yeah, seriously, bastard. But yeah, so there you go. Just a little fun little tidbit there. Like, we're still obviously a long ways away from that, but it's confirmed that we are getting a third one, which I love.
Yeah, it's going to be good, man.
Because Kevin Hart, by the way, in those first two, and Jack Black too, so fucking funny. Dude.
Yeah. Those guys are comedy kings, by the way.
Mm-hmm. And The Rock with Kevin Hart is gold.
Yes.
Those two guys on screen together, for some reason, they're just fucking great.
Yeah, I don't care what the movie is. I'll watch it with those two guys because it's just their parts together are just funny. Whoever is behind all that and writes the scripts for both of those guys, they nail it every time.
Nail it, bro. It's just so fucking funny. I mean, they're just that one movie they did together, that CIA Central Intelligence.
Oh god,
I mean, that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
dude.
it's fucking funny. Yeah.
So I'm glad that they're doing a third one of this. And like I said, dude, it's only a matter of time. The amount of money that they made on the first two, it's like it's a no fucking brainer.
Right.
The studio's like begging for that probably. So there you go on that. And then again, just another little fun thing, real quick. We have the Wayans brothers. They're coming back. They're returning to the Scary Movie franchise, and they're going to do Movie 6.
Yeah, it's been like 20 years since
Yeah.
we've had a scary movie.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
So I don't know if everybody out there that listens to us ever watches like things that the Wayans brothers do, or if you've ever have. I mean, I hope you have. Everything that they do is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, no, they never missed it.
Yeah.
Everything's gold.
Yeah. So Keenan, Sean, and Marlon. I mean, my God. And those first few scary movies, it's that type of comedy where you know that it's like stupid, but that's the kind of comedy that makes me laugh a lot.
Yeah, those parodies are always funny.
Yeah.
If they're done right, and like I said, the Wayans brothers never miss on that stuff, so you know it's going to be good. So,
yeah. 23 years, by the way.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah. Hopefully, they said it's back in apparently sometime next year is when this is going to be released.
Oh, nice.
So we'll see if that holds or if they have to delay it or anything. But yeah, they're expected to reprise their roles as Shorty and Ray, which is so fucking funny, by the way.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you haven't seen those parody scary movies, I mean, you need to watch them because they're just fucking funny. And I mean, I can just remember a couple of scenes from that other one where that dude has like the hand. He's like, "This is my good hand, my strong hand."
Yeah.
So funny, dude. So there you go. There you fucking go, brother. And then last but not least, one of the things that me and Leaf talked about on episode 58. I don't know. That's just a guess. Because we're at 161. Good luck remembering this. However, it's around the time that we saw Top Gun Maverick. Because we were talking about, oh my God, Tom Cruise is amazing. Mm-hmm. Doing a sequel this long,
30-something years
it usually doesn't work.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? It's usually like, oh God, dude, like it's just one of those things where it's like hard to hit it again. Not only did he hit that, he fucking knocked it out of the park.
Yeah.
And we were like, what's another Tom Cruise movie that we would love to, like, you know, an older movie that he needs to like do? We were talking like Cocktails and other things. And then we were like, Days of Thunder. Well, I don't know if you saw this week.
I did, yes.
He is officially in early talks with Paramount about doing a Days of Thunder sequel. Now, when we said this before, it was just a wish list for us.
Yeah.
This is official, though.
Yeah, there was never a real rumor or anything about it. We're just saying, God, I would love to see that, you know.
We were like, we need Cole Trickle back on the track or whatever. He's old now, so maybe he's a crew chief. And he's got like a young driver or something. But we needed a new like NASCAR movie that's serious because, you know, we had Talladega Nights. That was obviously stupid funny.
Yeah.
but like a real serious NASCAR movie. And everybody loves Cole Trickle. And Carrie Elwes could still be in it. He's alive.
Yeah.
And so could fucking, what's his name? Rowdy Burns.
Oh, yeah.
God, what's his name?
Rooker, Michael Rooker.
Yeah, Michael Rooker. Yes. Yeah. He could be back in it. I mean, Robert Duvall could be in it too. He can't be the crew chief anymore. He's like fucking so old.
He's very old.
Yeah, but he's still alive. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. You could have some of these guys come back.
Yeah.
and do their parts.
Nicole Kidman.
Oh, yeah.
She could come back. I know they're not married anymore, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They could be professional, or maybe not though. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe Keith Urban's like, nah, bro.
Yeah. It's like, let me play guitar on the movie soundtrack, and you can do the movie.
Tom's like, Keith, don't you realize we're not doing that?
Yeah.
We're not doing that. So this is official, though, that he is in early negotiations with Paramount for a sequel to Days of Thunder. Now, I did also see they approached him a while back. I don't know how long a while back it was. They were like, "Hey, we want to do a Days of Thunder like TV show."
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise was like, "Nah. Everything I do is for the big screen."
Dude, yeah, no, he's all about making that big fucking payday on the.
Well, he wants to. He's a cinema fan.
Yeah,
He's like, I want people to go to the actual goddamn theater.
Yeah,
so
he's
if he
like
does
old
this,
school like that, I love that.
yeah, me too. Actually, by the way,
Yeah.
if he does this and it's officially like it gets greenlit and everything's good to go, then he's gonna have. And we've got this Brad Pitt movie coming out. We talked about this about all the cameras in the car.
Yeah,
Tom Cruise is gonna take that to the next level.
Oh yeah, dude, I like it. Tom Cruise doesn't miss either. Like that's another guy that anytime thing he puts out, all those fucking Mission Impossible movies are so good.
Oh my god, I know.
And then and obviously like he said, Maverick was a fucking gold mine for him. He's not gonna skimp on this fucking sequel either. So
yeah. Now he is also finishing up Mission Impossible 8. Speaking of,
right, yeah,
and trying to like promote that. He's coming up on promotion and everything because we're about to get the trailer for that. By the way, next week is what I heard.
hell yes.
Which is probably going to be amazing. The last one I watched on the Mission Impossible 7, I was like, this is the best one of all time.
Dude, they're so good.
Yeah. But again, it is official. He is in early negotiations with Paramount for this. So Paramount, if you're listening out there, I know we have executives that listen to us.
That's right.
Make sure you give this guy whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah.
And let him have creative control and pick whoever needs creative control and just make it happen, bro. We need some Cole Trickle, bro.
Yeah, that's right. That'd be a great. I would love that so much. And Tom Cruise is gonna do it right, so I ain't worried about that part of it. So
No. He's gonna make sure that that's why I said give him creative control, make sure
Yeah.
that he calls the shots and everything. And I mean, my God, dude. Because now they can involve like all the drivers that we have nowadays, and then work some sort of backstory and Cole Trickle, and what happened, to him in the last 30 years or however it's been.
Yeah.
How many championships did he win? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot
You're right.
that they could work in. So I'm excited about that. So that's officially not official, but they're talking about it, which is exciting. And like I said, he already said, no, it's not going to be a TV show. If I'm going to do it, it's going to be another movie because that's what I do.
Yeah, no.
I don't do no TV shows.
Yeah,
bro.
Tom Cruise ain't fucking with TV, bro.
No. And why would he?
Yeah.
I mean, the guy just fucking... And all he should do is hold in front of his hand a picture of Top Gun Maverick and the number of the money that it made. And be like, see? I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I held on to this bitch for over a year.
Yeah.
Whenever it was ready to already go.
Yeah.
And I said, no.
Yeah,
no,
because
no
COVID and
streaming.
shit.
No
Yeah.
streaming.
And what a goddamn genius fucking decision, by the way.
Yeah. Because it made like something well over $1 billion. Like, Tom Cruise knows what he's doing. Got it. 100%. It was one of the best movies of all time. So there you go. We'll see if Jerry Bruckheimer comes back as a producer. We'll see. The director, Tony Scott, he's passed away, so he's no longer with us. And then another producer for Jerry Bruckheimer, his partner, Don Simpson, also passed away. So some people are dead because it's been since 1990. And so we'll see. I don't know, man. I say thumbs up, double thumbs up for the next Days of Thunder. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah.
I'm down.
So there you go, man. Boom. All right. Are we ready to move on?
Yeah.
To some sporting action.
Well, I got this one thing here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yep.
kind of entertainment, music stuff. Our boy that we've talked about this guy before. Like they had that big documentary back in 2017, and I think we talked about it when he got out of prison or whatever, right? Because when we started the podcast was what?
Yes, we did talk about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Billy McFarland, the guy behind the Firefest thing, the first disaster of a fucking...
I know we talked about it because you brought up as a crazy thing once that he was like out of prison, but he was like offering calls for like $1,500 or something.
Yeah,
give business advice.
Yeah, he was a consultant or whatever. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, how to scam people? Is that what your business is?
How to go to prison?
Yeah, well, apparently he's got Firefest 2 locked and loaded and ready to go. This is still supposedly though, because obviously the guy that we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Anyway, he says he put out a tweet that 10 hours into selling, there was 1,208 unique applications for over 5,000 tickets. And he goes, Firefest 2 will only hold 3,000 people. So
wait, 3,000. So this is way smaller than.
Yeah. Well, he says that they're selling, he said that between $400,000 to $1 million. And the $1 million ticket price is like a VIP package. $1 million, by the way. For you to go to this fucking festival, which also there's no fucking bands announced yet. Obviously, nobody's gonna fucking sign to this thing unless they get paid first, probably. But anyway, he said for the $1 million package, he'll take you scuba diving and then bounce around to other islands. And then that's about it. That's all he says about it. Like, I'm not paying $1 million to scuba dive with the guy and then also just go to a bunch of different other islands. I'll just do that on my own for a lot cheaper.
Exactly.
And then he says Billy also promises live fights on the beach. So you're at a fucking exotic location to see some music, and then he's like, "Oh wait, there's people going to be fighting on the beach here, and you can watch it." Which, there's no way this is going to happen, right? There's no way.
So where's it going to be? They say what beach?
Yeah. Let me see where it was at. It just says that in here. Firefest 2 Electric Boogaloo's, I guess it was called, a tropical island getaway off the coast of Mexico. So somewhere
another island, because he did that last time. He's like, it's Pablo Escobar's island, and everybody's like, you can't do that. That's illegal.
Yeah, it's. I mean, this
Ja Rule was like, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what that guy was attached to it for.
Yeah, somehow he got off. He never got even.
Oh yeah, I know. He had to have known this guy was fucking everybody.
All that guy did was just drink and just get fucking hammered all the time. He's like, it's my money, Billy.
Yeah.
There.
Well, I remember like Blink-182 was supposed to play in that first one, and they didn't show up because they didn't get their deposit. These bands obviously these big bands like this obviously require a deposit,
of course,
and then you get paid the rest or however that happens. But they needed at least.
Well, they got to get paid.
Yeah.
I think what it was like these bands. You can book the bands.
Yeah.
You agree on a price and send over the contract, but boom, and then you got to pay them at a certain before they get there. In full, I would imagine.
Yeah, pretty
And then
much.
I remember Blink-182 backed out because we haven't received a thing.
Yeah, he's like, we haven't got paid, so we're not playing this thing.
Yeah, I don't blame.
And I mean, it was like day of, dude. People were like, "Where's and then they get their food, bro, and it's like 2 pieces of bread and like a cheese on it, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, cheese, lettuce, no meat or nothing. I was
They
like,
said that the VIP tents or whatever that they bought were like FEMA tents, bro.
yeah, FEMA tents.
Like that they put out for you to just get a little shelter after a hurricane or whatever. I'm like,
Yes.
yeah, it's not luxury, bro.
Yeah, that's really. It didn't look like the pictures, that's for sure.
This guy has balls of steel though to do this. I mean, to come out of prison and be
There's
like,
no way in hell.
Firefest 2, everybody, let's do it again.
There's no way that this is like, if like we said this whenever he was like booking those consulting business or whatever. I will say this. Obviously, the dude is a salesman.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. You don't raise millions of dollars and get investors like crazy unless you're a salesman and know kind of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Now, it's illegal what he did a lot, obviously, and that's why he went to prison for a long time.
Yeah, I think 6 years or something.
It was a while.
Yeah.
Now, having him come out and say Firefest 2, it's the real deal, guys. Trust me. You're fucking dumb if you trust this guy.
Yeah.
Let's just put it that way.
If you've sent any money to this guy, you're fucked. Let me tell you that.
Oh, you're just not getting it back.
Yeah, yeah. But so anyway, Firefest 2 is supposed to happen, man, is what he's saying. Now, that's yet to be seen, so we'll see. There's obviously no date for this thing.
Let's just put it this way, bro. Do you think this is going to happen or not?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Not even close.
I'd put like a 90% chance that it doesn't happen.
Oh, yeah.
It's just more talk of him trying to get people to put money in it, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah.
I mean, that documentary was badass because it had like people that got screwed over in it.
Yeah,
And they're like, load money on your wristbands and all that. And it was they literally sent those emails out to have these people put thousands of dollars on these wristbands.
Yeah, and he
to pay for
targeted
stuff.
most of the like those Instagram like influencers because
Yeah.
they wanted to put on their Instagram, look, I'm in this island and it's a good time, and then
And it's
but
hot
then-
models.
and they paid so much money, like thousands of dollars, and then they get there and it's like a desert out there. There's nothing going on.
Nothing.
There's no fucking bands playing. It was wild, dude. So wild.
Yeah.
But yeah,
There you go.
I don't know. Like I said, this guy's got the biggest balls to get up there and say, I'm doing Firefest too, and it's happening. And
Billy McFarland, bro. Shout out Billy over here. Still fucking scamming people left and right. No, even after, you know what was crazy about that whole story, by the way? And I'm sure everybody knows it out there because we may have mentioned it, but it's always fun to talk about. Even after the original Fire Festival fiasco that happened, where he was like completely under investigation and like, because he was laundering money and just totally lying to investors about the amount of money his company Fire was making.
yeah.
So he's under investigation and probably going to jail for that. He was like, let me start this other company, VIP Access or whatever it was. And he had this other dude calling people, I got tickets to the Grammys and tickets to this and that.
Super Bowl and shit.
And everybody's like, by the way, you can't get tickets to that at all. And I was just like, wow. And so he still scammed people out of hundreds of thousands of dollars while he was on investigation for fucking over investors. That's why that guy went to prison for as long as he did.
Yeah.
Apparently he came out and he's just like, fuck it, man. I'll just do it again.
Yeah. I mean, that's all he knows, I guess. Like, because, I mean, I don't think he has any real skills to get an actual job.
I mean, dude, if you can talk to somebody and convince them to give you millions of dollars, I mean, that's a skill that not many people have, really, to be honest with you. So,
Right.
Billy McFarland still out here rocking, bro. We can't talk to that guy unless we pay him fucking $2,000 or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's wild, man. But there you go. Fire Festival 2. I'll see you there, guy.
Yeah, we're going. Yeah, I already booked the
There's no
tickets.
bands booked, but who gives a fuck?
I already booked the tickets, bro.
Yeah.
I trust this guy.
You're one of the 1,200 that he's saying that
I
he's
got
already
it.
got money for? Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, Billy, you're my man, brother. Fuck all these people that said you fucked them over. I don't believe
Fuck
it.
those haters, bro.
I don't believe it, even though I watched the documentary. It's
I know you're for real this time.
completely real. You were standing on a table telling people, like, just grab tents. I don't know.
Yeah.
The most unorganized thing of all time, dude.
Oh, wow, man.
If there's anything that they should have done during that Fire Festival 1, they should have delayed it
Yeah.
for like 6 months or something.
Yeah.
It's just like, why would you not do that?
Right. I mean,
Jesus.
he took all that money and just spent it on his own shit.
Well, yeah, because
Yeah.
he didn't have any money to pay something else.
Yeah, there was never going to be a Firefest.
There was never going to be one. You should have just delayed it. Or not put it on an island where they're like, yeah, there's no plumbing. So where are people going to go to the bathroom and shit? Fucking moron.
Yeah, he
Jesus.
clearly didn't know how to throw a festival.
Clearly
He was
not.
just getting the cash and running.
And then you got a guy who's like, I'll suck dick for water. I was like, Jesus, what is this? This is real life.
Oh, shit.
Good Lord. Well, there you go, man. Proud of him, bro. Glad he's back.
Yeah. Back out there.
Scamming everybody once
back
again.
out there hustling, bro.
Yep. What can you do, brother? Scam them, baby. All right, there you go. Okay.
Ah.
All right, let's move on. We're going to get into sports now. But before we do that, timeout. YouTube timeout. I got to relieve myself.
All right.
I got to. I did this. So I only had a few today, but dude, once you start the train, bro,
Yeah, you can't stop it.
it's over. We'll be right back. We're getting into sports. Crazy NFL day, of course. And then some crazy stuff going on around other leagues. And then, yeah. So we'll be right back, YouTube. Sit tight. See you in a second. Yeah. All right, man. I'll tell you what, man. Sorry about that, man. That's what happens, bro. As we move along in these episodes. So there you go. Okay. Moving on to some sports in this episode before we play some, or before we talk about some crazy shit. I just want to mention real quick before we get to the NFL Week 9, which is wrapping up kind of as we record right here. Do want to mention that to follow up, I guess I should say, on the World Series. We did see the unfortunate Los Angeles Dodgers win the World Series. They won in 5 games, 4-1 against the New York Yankees. And I think when we recorded last time, the Dodgers were up like 2-0 already, so it didn't look good for the Yankees. And yeah, the Dodgers closed it out in 5. So huge payroll, bringing in Ohtani to just DH all year, and he obviously had a big year, but he really didn't have a great World Series, honestly.
Yeah, no, he was terrible in the World Series. But.
So interesting though, but the Dodgers do end up winning. That, by the way, the Game 5 was pretty good. The Dodgers were losing 5-0 in this World Series, and then the 5th inning, the Dodgers tied it up. They scored 5 in the top of the 5th, and then they scored 2 in the top of the 8th to win 7-6 to win that World Series. And the only reason I mentioned that, I guess, is because now we're officially in off season for baseball, which is sad. Womp, womp, womp. Because baseball is one of our favorite sports. So now we're going to start to see some moving parts and start to get the ball rolling with free agency and all that shit that's going to happen. But yeah, like I said, baseball probably creamed their pants when it was Dodgers-Yankees in the World Series. And then really Dodgers pretty much just kicked the shit out of the Yankees 4-1. And there's been some news coming out already, by the way, with players and whatnot, picking up options left and right. Just want to mention real quick, David Robertson did not exercise his mutual option, so he's gone, basically, is what that means. Garrett Cole did not exercise his player option as well for the Yankees. That could just mean that he wants a little bit more from them. He doesn't maybe want to leave. I don't know. But stuff like that's starting to happen, so these guys are going to become free agents and whatnot as we sit here. And then just wanted to mention real quick, as far as our Texas Rangers, Will Venable, who was basically number 2 on our in current coaching staff. Anytime Bochy got ejected from the game, Will Venable took over as the manager. Yeah. I thought this guy was going to be our next manager, to be honest. But not going to happen now, bro. He accepted the White Sox manager job, which why the fuck would you even do that?
Yeah, because that's a terrible fucking team. They were the worst team in baseball, I think, last
121
year.
games they lost last year.
Bad.
So 41 and 121. You can't go any worse than that, I guess. So.
Yeah, you got a lot of work to do. So good luck.
Yeah. He says it's a challenge, bro, and I'm ready for the challenge.
Well, there you
go. Yes, it is, because you have no players whatsoever. But, Will Venable, very respected associate manager was his title with us. And I thought this guy was going to be I thought he was going to be our next manager. I thought he was going to stick around until Bochy hung it up, which Bochy has next year under contract. And then after that, he's got nothing. Mm-hmm. And so who knows what Bochy's going to do? I mean, you never know. He might stay like, hey, man, I just want another year. I just thought Will Venable was going to hang around and be like, I'm the guy next. But, yeah, no, he took the job. He's the White Sox manager now. And it's kind of a bummer. He's a good dude, and he was going to be – I think he's going to be successful, but I don't know if he picked the right spot.
Right.
That's the problem.
Well, I mean, like you said, he likes the challenge, so okay. Well, you got one, because that's a bad team. They got a long way to go, so you won't be in the postseason.
Not a chance, dude.
In a couple of years, so.
No, not a chance. Maybe tell the owner to spend a little bit more attention on that. The owner owns the Bulls, too, and the White Sox. What's his name? Jerry Reinsdorf. Reinsdorf, yeah. So just, good luck to you. Thanks for your contributions, because he did, like I said, he was the associate manager when we won the World Series. So it's not like this guy didn't do shit.
Right.
That's kind of why I thought they were going to hang. I thought Chris Young and everything would be like, hey, man, just fucking stick with us, brother, and you're next in line. Here's a little extra cash. But then Ray Davis was like, let's cut payroll. Yeah. So maybe he was like, nah, see you later, bro.
Right.
Anyways. So it's kind of sad for the Rangers. They already lost the coach. And then, like you said last week, hitting coach is gone as well. So there's definitely some changes, at least, in the Rangers coaching staff, under Bochy. Hopefully they don't lose Mike Maddox. Fuck, I'd be pissed.
Yeah. No, I like Mike, dude.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, there you go. Now, we'll be talking more about free agency and the Rangers offseason as it, keeps moving along here as we get closer to, a lot of stuff happens during winter meetings and whatnot when the free agency starts and all that. So we'll see. But we're officially in the offseason now. I just wanted to mention that because the Dodgers won the World Series. Baseball got what it want. All the celebrities over there in L.A. got what they want. Oh, I'm the biggest Dodgers fan ever. I'm like, okay, are you sure about that or just because you live in L.A.? Fuck you. By the way, fuck that Hawk Tua chick so much. Because she was like a big Mets fan apparently, but then I saw a clip of her last episode, her last podcast episode, and she was interviewing whoever the fuck this dude was. I don't even know who this guy was that she had as her guest. Like I thought this bitch was gonna have like celebrities.
Yeah, this
guy I don't even know who he is. Apparently he's some social media guy. Anyways, they were talking about sports or whatever, and she was like, "Oh yeah, what kind of sports do you like?" He was like, not really a fan of baseball. It's not really my thing. She's like, yeah, I'm not really either. I'm like, oh, weren't you promoting the Mets like you're the biggest Mets fan ever? It's like, fucking fake-ass bitch.
Well, yeah, and she's pushing that better fucking website, too, for bets. And she's, like, saying, look at my fantasy lineup. And, she has no fucking clue. You could just tell. She's not anybody that knows anything about sports.
No.
So she's obviously getting help for that, but she's just promoting it because she's fucking big right now.
She's getting paid, bro.
Yeah.
That's fucking Jake Paul's thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Stop doing it, Jake. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean,
they're going to hit on anybody that goes viral. Like, if we went viral, bro, we would get 17 offers.
Right.
And I'd go with Jake Paul because I'd be like, this guy knows this shit.
Yeah.
So I'll be like, yeah, better. Do this. I don't know what I'm talking about, but they're paying me.
Yeah.
Stupid, man. But anyways, there you go. Dodgers won. Hopefully the fucking Dodgers fans are happy. You paid enough money to get this fucking World Series. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Yep.
So, okay. We'll see what the Rangers do. Go Rangers, always. We've been through some hella seasons, bro. Mm-hmm. So this wasn't a big deal to me this year. Obviously, it was disappointing that they didn't make it to playoffs, but I'm just saying, we've been through fucking worse, okay? Just remember that out there. That's all I'm going to say.
Right.
All right. NFL, let's move on to that real quick. So this was week 9. We're basically halfway through the season now. We are halfway.
Yeah.
Our Halloween stream on Thursday, Texans at Jets, like I mentioned up top. Jets won 21-13. Kind of shocked, at least me. I didn't think the fucking Jets would win this game. It was 7-0 at halftime. I remember the game being really boring. And me and Leaf were just maybe that's why we just got hammered, bro, because it was a really boring game.
Yeah, it wasn't a fun one to watch, to be honest with you.
No, not at all. But the Jets end up winning this one 21-13. That puts them at 3-6, bro. Are we still on the train of the Jets are not going to make the playoffs?
Yes, I am.
In the AFC? Because the AFC is stacked?
They're not a good team. It's just they got lucky. It's like one of those any given Sunday kind of moments that anybody can win, and that's what happened. So,
okay.
I'm not buying into the Jets ever.
I'm with you on that. I don't either. I just think that. And by the way, the Texans are kind of beat up right now.
Yeah.
So they lost Diggs for the season. He's gone.
Yeah, and Nico Collins was out too. So
Nico Collins
two, their number 1 and 2 receiver were out. So I kind of get it, but
kind of beat up a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go on that one. New Orleans Saints at the Carolina Panthers. The Panthers win this game 23-22. Both these teams are now 2-7. Can I just remind everybody out there, the New Orleans Saints kicked the living shit out of the Dallas Cowboys in week 2. And they were 2-0 at that point. They have lost 7 straight games. And Derek Carr was back, by the way, for this game. So it was not, who was playing quarterback for them the last couple of weeks?
So like Spencer Rattler, wasn't it?
Yeah, Spencer Rattler. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, so Derek Carr was back for this, and I mean, he had a decent day. Didn't really do anything incredible. Kamara had a big day, but the Panthers ended up winning this game. Bryce Young was the quarterback because Andy Dalton's still kind of banged up from a car accident that he had. Chuba Hubbard had a huge game, 2 touchdowns. Yeah, 2-7, both these teams. And what a shit game to even want to think about watching, dude.
Yeah, it was bad. Yeah, and the Panthers get a fucking win. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
But there you go, like you said.
As a Panthers fan, you'd probably be like, just lose.
Yeah.
So we can get another high pick.
Yeah, no shit. That's what I would do.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, your team. This is the noon games here. Washington Commanders at the New York Giants. Commanders win this game 27-22. They're 7-2 for the first time since they sat on the thing since 1996. 7-2, and you're leading the division. And the Giants are now 2-7, which I don't think anybody takes them serious. I think I told you there's no way in hell that you guys lose this game, and it was never a threat, really.
No,
the Giants kind of came back on. The score is closer than it is.
Yeah, the
It's one of
score is
those
a lot.
games.
It's one of those. Yeah, there's garbage time stuff that always happens. So, but yeah, man. Like I've been saying week after week, man. I don't know. Like it's like to give yourself hope as a Commanders fan is not a good thing because you're going to get crushed. But man, they just keep proving themselves every week. And I mean, this is the Giants, by the way, and so I get it. But they did sweep them, and like Jaden Daniels is the first rookie quarterback in the Super Bowl era to sweep the Giants. No rookie quarterback has ever done that. So it's kind of cool too. That kid just keeps, breaking these records and making his name, and so looks like we got a decent team here. And Schefter posted on Instagram earlier today is like players are starting to talk to their agents and saying, I want to go play for the Commanders because the whole, like you said,
Dan Quinn, bro.
Yeah, Dan Quinn and the new ownership. Like you said, like you cut this fucking snake off the head off the snake, bro, and everything kind of rolls downhill. So
exactly,
you get a new guy up there, everything's changing, the whole culture's changed, and it looks like they're having fun out there. That's the other thing, man. Like last year, like I said, they won 4 games, and I mean, it just looked like the worst fucking time ever. You're just watching them. They didn't look like they didn't want to. Anybody wanted to be there on the field. And it's a whole different, what a difference a year makes. Like when you get a new coach and they get a whole new fucking coaching staff in there. You got a new owner that gives a shit. He's not ripping off fans and shit. So yeah, everybody, it looks like a fun team. It looks like they're having fun. They're winning games. I mean, so hell yeah, man, keep it going.
7-2, bro.
7-2,
Did you ever
man.
think about that before?
No, like I said, there was one year they were 7-1, and it was my senior year of high school, and I was all pumped. And then they proceeded to go 2-5 for the rest of the year, and so it was bad.
Yeah, that is bad.
I was like, oh, we're gonna go to the Super Bowl, bro, and then they went 7-9 and missed the playoffs. I was like, cool.
Maybe not. I don't know if you're gonna go. So for you right now, like, man, you're gonna go to the playoffs. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But at that point, anything else beyond that is a bonus.
Yeah. I don't think that, like I said before, I don't think they're ready for like that next level competition, like the Lions.
I mean, you just never know.
I mean, you never know. Like you said, it was what happened with the Rangers last year. They
How
got
can
there,
you? I mean,
they got
here's
in
the
there,
thing, like Jake Daniels is going to take you as far as you're going to go, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
That's it.
it's all about that kid, basically. I mean, and like I said, when you have this kind of positive momentum going, it's just hard to beat a team like that that's having all this kind of fun and just they're good. I mean, it's not like they're a shitty team, obviously. So,
Right.
I mean, the defense still needs some work, but they've played a lot better the last few weeks. I mean, Dan Quinn's starting to put his touch on it, and it's going to take more than a season to get, like, one of those top-tier defenses.
Oh, yeah.
But offense is there already. I mean, they're scoring points like crazy. I think they're still
Kind of knew that was already there before because of the receiving core that you had.
Mm-hmm.
Just had to shore up some of the offensive line, which they did.
Yeah.
At least for now. I mean, and we're seeing Brian Robinson, who didn't play today, by the way, but when he has played, he's been very effective.
Yeah,
and
he's definitely like a number 1 running back in the league.
Eckler was a good free agent signing because he's made a difference. He had a decent day today.
Mm-hmm.
He had 42 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. But he also had 3 catches for 41 yards, which is kind of what he does most anyways.
Right.
I think the pieces were there. It was just a matter of you need a quarterback, 100%, and then new leadership and new everything, which is exactly what you got. I just didn't think it was going to take effect so quickly as it has.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm shocked about too. I didn't think we would have this. I picked them to win 9 games. They're 2 wins away from that, and they're going to get there.
You're probably going to win about 13.
Yeah, it's very possible because
12
the schedule,
or 13.
The schedule coming up is not too difficult.
Yeah.
Like we got the Eagles twice, we got the Cowboys twice. There's 9 wins right there.
You're going to beat the Cowboys. I can guarantee you that.
We've already got the 9 wins, guys.
Yeah,
because we got the Cowboys twice.
Yeah, exactly.
But anyway, no, I mean, yeah, I think it's going to be between them and the Eagles on the division. I think Commanders, the way they're playing, they can edge out the Eagles. The Eagles aren't that great, man. They don't look that great of a team. So
they're very fake.
I'm hoping, we can take the division. That'd be great, but we'll see. But no, it's been fun, man. And that's the thing I was going to say too is like all like with how bad the Cowboys have been all year. It's been fun, obviously, when the Cowboys have a bad season. But it's always my team's always been like shittier or just as bad, so it's not as sweet. But now, like when my team's 7-2 and the Cowboys are fucking 3-5, it's like, oh god, it feels so good.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
But I've never been able to feel that because my team has been just as shitty.
Yeah,
whenever the Cowboys had a bad year, my team did too. So I couldn't really talk shit that much.
Yeah, now you can, 100%.
Yeah.
There you go, man. 7-2 after you sweep the Giants, and the Giants are so bad, dude.
Yeah, they
so
are.
Bad.
Dayball's gonna get fired.
Yeah, I was gonna say we have Dayball on the hot seat.
Yeah, he's. It's almost hot enough to kick that guy off.
I agree. I bet the fucking fans up there are calling for it immediately. Okay, the next one was the Miami Dolphins at Buffalo Bills. Buffalo wins this game 30-27 on a long field goal at the end of the game by Tyler Bass, 61 yards. Now the Dolphins are now 2-6. The Bills are 7-2. The Bills have this division basically wrapped up. I mean, they could lose 3 or 4 in a row and they still win the division. That's how bad that division is.
Yeah, it's bad.
This was a closer game than you'd think, but again, I always think though, like, man, division games are tougher than the other games, man, because these teams know each other really well. Now, I'm not saying that the Bills shouldn't have beat the shit out of them, but the Dolphins, they do have Tua back. This was his second game back, and usually when he's in there, the Dolphins are decent.
Yeah,
we saw them with Skylar Thompson, and that's what the Dolphins are without.
Yeah.
Tua. But like I said, the Bills win this game. Allen, another big game for Josh Allen, 235, 3 touchdowns. He's just really good, dude. And as long as he's healthy, the Bills will be just fine. And then, James Cook coming in and rushing the ball as much as they give him the ball is huge. That's what I've always said with the Bills, man. This was a different game, though, because, like I said, it was a closer game, and then sometimes Miami would be ahead. So Allen probably had to throw a little bit more than they wanted. But, I mean, they come out with a win. Good teams find a way to win. That's a saying forever. Mm-hmm. And that makes the most sense. And they won it on the last 61-yarder field. I mean, crazy, which puts like I said, stranglehold over this division. It was already there, but now I'm like, dude, Buffalo cannot lose this division, even if they lose 3 or 4 in a row. That's how bad that division is. So, and Mike McDaniel and the Dolphins, man, just hit that reset button because that team sucks, actually. They suck.
Yeah, and they got in that big hole because of Tua leaving. They probably been a little more competitive.
Yeah, but just, I don't know. It's just weird. I remember the year that Tom Brady went down with the ACL, and then what's his name came in, and they still made the playoffs.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's because called coaching,
right?
And then he got a massive contract, by the way, because of that year.
Yeah,
with the Chiefs.
That's what I said too. I was like, how do you not have like a solid backup behind Tua who gets 8 concussions a year, and like, you know what I mean? And you have Skylar Thompson behind him. Like, you could have had anybody. Like,
there's somebody competent that can at least make some throws.
Yeah, like an Andy Dalton type of dude or something.
Right.
Or Joe Flacco, obviously. Somebody like that.
Exactly.
Because if Tua's down, this team is like the Browns, bro.
Yeah,
that's who they look like.
Yeah. Speaking of the Browns, Chargers at Browns. Browns lose 27-10. The Chargers 5-3. Browns 2-7.
Yeah.
And Jameis Winston
threw like
Well, kinda-
15 interceptions in this game.
We were kind of praising him last week because I'm like, wow, the Browns actually have a quarterback that throws the ball and looked good. He had a huge game last week. He comes back, throws 3 picks, and looks like Jameis Winston.
Every time they showed the Browns, bro, on the Red Zone channel, it was an interception. I was like,
Yeah,
Jesus,
100%.
this guy needs to chill.
Big day for Herbert, 282, 2 touchdowns. J.K. Dobbins ran the ball really well for them. 14 carries, 85 yards, 2 touchdowns. Quentin Johnston, big game for them receiving wise. 4 catches, 118 yards, and a touchdown. So, yeah, man, Harbaugh has the Chargers at least sitting at 5-3. They may sneak in. I don't know if they're going to do any noise. Probably not. There's other teams that we think are better in the AFC, but on the right path, basically. Patriots at Titans, horrific game that we don't care about. Titans win 2017. Both teams are sucking ass.
Yeah,
Who cares?
That one went into overtime, actually, and it was just so bad.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, nobody cares about those 2 teams.
Who cares, right? Okay, Raiders at Bengals. Bengals win 41-24. Bengals 4-5. I mean, there's still a lot of football to be left to be played, but the Bengals are shit, and their defense is shit, and the Raiders are really bad. They're 2-7 now. I just don't trust the Bengals. I know they're 4-5. They're almost at 500. I don't trust them.
No, I don't either. Their defense is so bad.
That's what I was going to say. The defense is the problem. Burrow had a big game, 251, 5 touchdowns. So he had a big game. And that's not surprising because Joe Burrow's probably been the best quarterback in the league this year, to be honest with you, by the way.
Yeah.
I think he has the top QBR, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's not the problem.
No.
Over there in Bengals land. It's their defense for sure, but they win this game, and the Raiders just, yikes. It's the Raiders, right?
Yeah, yeah. Gardner Minshew's your quarterback. That's all you got to say.
Yeah.
And then but anybody that steps in that role this year has looked terrible, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. And then I think the last of the noon games, or second to last, was Broncos at Ravens. Ravens win big, 41-10. After they had a really bad loss last week against Cleveland, the Ravens come back with a vengeance this week and just demolish the Denver Broncos. Big day for Lamar, 16 of 19, 280, 3 touchdowns. Derrick Henry with another huge game, over 100 yards, 2 touchdowns. Zay Flowers, big game for them. I mean, they look good, and the Broncos looked like they just were not on the same level, bro, which we said that last week, by the way.
Yeah.
So, how about that, bro? Lamar Jackson,
bro. I don't know, man. I don't know if I believe in those Ravens, man. Losing to the Browns that one time, that's a game you go in and win, no problem. So, still a good team, good quarterback, but
yeah.
But with Derrick Henry, man, with them sitting at 5-3 right now, it feels, or is it 5-3, 6-3? Where are they at? 6-3.
The Ravens?
Yeah,
they're 6-3.
All right, I mean, that's not bad, but still, they should be a more dominant team, if you ask me. I think they won't go to the AFC Championship this year, is what I think.
Okay, it's fair. I mean, they had their shot last year. And Lamar, by the way, Lamar Jackson, for some reason in the playoffs, he looks like Dak Prescott. So.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that guy's got to do it when it counts. And
yeah.
Anyway.
Hasn't done it yet. Okay, then the last of the noon games, of course, the Dallas Cowboys went to the Atlanta Falcons. The Atlanta Falcons win 27-21. Atlanta is 6-3. Dallas falls 3-5. And again, I just want to reiterate the fact that I don't know how many more times I can. Every week I'll say this, week 9 now. And, I mean, the Cowboys are shit. And I've been saying that every week because they are shit. And they're going to continue to be shit because that's what they are. Mm-hmm. Dak Prescott actually got hurt in this game, apparently. He left the game with a hamstring issue. Mm-hmm. And Cooper Rush had to come in. Cooper Rush threw 25 passes. Now, again, the only reason he did throw that many throws is because they were down. And so they were just throwing the shit out of the ball. And not running anymore. But even in the early of the game that we were watching, dude, the Cowboys look so fucking bad. They just look so unprepared. The play calls are atrocious. Everything about the defense is not good. Dan Quinn leaving was a big problem. Mike Zimmer's coming here and just fucking has no clue what he's doing. And everybody's just fucking going all out on him, dude. Doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. And yeah, just another pathetic loss by a team that's pathetic. That's it. They're pathetic. They're so bad. They're blowing up in front of our faces, by the way. Zeke Elliott didn't make the trip to Atlanta. He was inactive for disciplinary reasons because he's missed team meetings. He's been tardy all the time. It's just like, cut him then. And Jerry's like, "I'll just give him another chance. Just stay back behind. At least Zeke, we got you, bro."
Yeah, well, I mean,
It's just so. Jimmy Johnson back in the day, I just want to throw this at her. Jimmy Johnson back in the day would have cut the guy after missing a meeting. He would have been like, "You're gone.
Yeah.
You don't take this serious, you're fucking gone. That's it.
Right.
Done." But now we've in this pussy fucking world that Jerry Jones has created. Just inactive, stay behind. We'll come back and we'll talk about it later.
yeah.
Fucking joke, dude.
It's bad, and I wondered because it was weird because we were watching it, and you saw at one point they were working on Dak's hand. He had like a cut on his pinky or something on his throwing hand.
Yeah.
But then they came back and said it was a hamstring, and we didn't see anything that happened.
Now,
I
the
was
quote, I
wonder
did see a quote.
What happened with the hamstring? Like, how serious is it? I guess I haven't heard anything yet. But
I did see a quote from Dak after the game before we hit record. It said he's like, "I felt something pull." So he's probably going to miss like multiple weeks. I mean,
well, I mean, this is the time to do it because you suck. So
well, yeah, who cares? I want him to. I've said this. I want him to lose 10 straight, and they're on their way.
yeah, well, I know you might have a better chance now with Cooper Rush. Who knows?
I doubt that. I mean, he's a serviceable backup. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
that's what he is.
Yeah.
He's a backup.
I'd laugh if he went on like he did that one time. He came in winning like 5 straight or whatever it was. I'd laugh. You just paid this guy $60 million a year, but Cooper Rush comes in and actually starts winning games for you.
I don't know, man. It's no, I don't think he can. This team's so bad.
Well, you don't have a running game. There's 0 running game still.
That's the thing. I mean, that's the thing. You know how much pressure that takes off a quarterback when you have a good running game?
Oh yeah, so much. Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't have to fucking throw it so much, dude.
Right. Yeah.
And yeah, this team's so bad, dude. They're 3-5, and they should be. I hope they finish 3-14, man.
Yeah.
I hope they do.
Yeah, and just to reiterate, man, it just feels so good to be a Commanders fan.
Yeah. No, you're in the good spot now.
Yeah, whenever
this is the first time the first year that I've known you 100% that you have now officially completely have the upper hand with your team.
Yeah.
Because I actually was like, yeah, we had Romo, even Dak. I mean, this is his 9th fucking year.
Yeah.
But in his early years, I'm like, we're still winning a lot. And
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Commanders Redskins,
Mm.
we're not winning shit.
No, we've been bad for so fucking long, dude.
Yeah.
And what me and Sam were talking about the other night before Thursday Night Football, I pulled up the Wikipedia. There's a Wikipedia page out there for a list of Washington quarterbacks, and it's bad.
Yeah, it's bad.
Like we've had for the last 30 years, we've had maybe 2 guys, maybe 3 2 guys I think that had multiple starting years back to back, like Kirk Cousins and Jason Campbell. Then Sam Howell had 1 year that he was a full-time starter. All the other ones, we had 2 or 3 guys start different games through the season.
Yeah.
And so that's obviously when you have a revolving door of quarterbacks like that, you're not going to be successful. And plus, like I said, the owner that we had was a piece of shit. And
Yes.
and then
after stealing money from fans?
yeah, I mean it was just bad, a whole bad fucking thing. And then now it looks like we have a franchise quarterback. They're actually winning with the rookie quarterback, which is crazy. And so yeah, it's been fun. So. But yeah, like you said, the first time I've known you, that's the first time I've been able to be like, oh shit, we're
100%, dude.
We won a division a few times in those years, but it was just like,
yeah, I mean,
just on a whim.
so the RG3 rookie year,
Yeah.
you got to talk shit a little bit, and then I was like, all right, and then that turned out to be nothing because then they were like, career over.
Yeah. Well, and then like in COVID,
You guys were literally
yeah.
up here, and then you went immediately down there.
I mean, it was such a nosedive. And then like in 2020, I don't even really count that year.
Oh,
Ron
no, you
Rivera.
were 7-9. Well, Dak was hurt that
Yeah,
year.
and that's because the division was shit, and we won that division 7-9 with a under 500 record. I'm like,
Ron Rivera.
Yeah, I was like, I don't count this because we obviously got kicked out in the next round. So I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, see, that tells you what this team is.
Exactly.
They were good enough to win the division with a losing record, which rarely happens.
That really, yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
you think they were going to go deep in the playoffs? No, nobody thought that.
Man. Yeah.
It's,
The Cowboys, though, 3-5 after losing to the Atlanta Falcons, 27-21. Again, like I said, Kirk Cousins, 222 yards, 3 touchdowns. never really had a problem throwing the ball, finding his receivers. Cowboys missed assignments. Mike McCarthy's play calling is absolutely atrocious. I want to point that out. And he's on his way out, by the way. This is his last fucking year on his contract.
Yeah,
They're not signing him again at all. I mean, Jesus, please, God, no. But you never know with Jerry Jones, I guess I should say. Remember that fucking the Mike McCarthy and then thought, like, it's a great idea to fucking run a fake punt here. And it was the worst fake punt I've ever seen in my life. So Brian Anger is on the stat sheet here, 0 for 1, passing-wise. So bad, dude. This team is a joke. This team is a fucking joke. This season, by the way, guys, Cowboys fans out there, this season, as if it wasn't already, it's officially over. With Dak having a hamstring injury, I guess, and I don't know the severity yet as we're recording. I just saw his comment of, like, I felt something pull. I bet he misses like 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, he's not going to risk it going
if it's like a serious pull or something like that.
Yeah.
And there's no point, by the way.
He'll be out for a month easily.
If we're like 3-9, there's no point. Just let him sit out.
Just let Rush take over and just
lose
end
the
this
rest of the
shitty
season.
fucking get a high draft pick.
This is a lost season. I'm just saying now. It's
yeah.
100% a lost season. There's going to be a new coach next year. Mike McCarthy is not coming back.
No.
There's no way.
No
There's
fucking
no
shot.
fucking way. He hasn't got it done
dude,
after
come
3,
on now.
12, and
Jerry's unpredictable, bro.
You're right.
He may give him another 5 years.
I understand that, but I'm just saying after the play calling and everything's atrocious.
Yeah.
And then after going 12-5 3 years in a row and not winning in the playoffs, like, how many chances are you going to give this fucking guy, bro?
Yeah.
And now after like this season, which is going in the shitter quickly, and it already is there, by the way.
Right.
There's no point. You don't get another fucking do-over, Mike.
Yeah.
You're gone. And I wanted him gone way before this, by the way. If you listen to us, you know. Shit. His fucking mismanagement of the game clock is enough for... You can't be a head coach, bro, and be like, I don't know when to call timeout. Damn. Where the hell's my fucking wobble hills?
Yeah.
Fat fuck. You're out of here, dude. Anyways, all that to be said with the Cowboys, and I want to reiterate this real quick before we move on to the next game. They'll never win until Jerry Jones is gone. Long gone. That's it.
Yeah.
Done. And then unfortunately, maybe not with Steven stepping in, his son. I don't know what Steven's plans are, but it sounds like he's just going to do what daddy does. So
Yeah, I always wonder that. Like, is he going to be the first one to do, get the general manager position to somebody else or whatever?
I doubt it.
You got to hope, because that's the only way you're going to win.
I doubt it.
If he keeps making the same decisions as
Just
his dad.
be the owner and get your fucking asses in the owner's box and let people do their fucking job.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Count your fucking cash, because you're going to make cash, because the Dallas Cowboys are the richest franchise ever somehow.
Yeah. That's the only good thing Jerry's done for him.
Somehow.
Yeah.
They're the richest franchise in history, and they don't win.
Yeah.
It blows my mind.
Yeah.
They don't win. How?
Well, Jerry has
At least
those-
Real Madrid's like number 2 or whatever. They win fucking championships.
You're right.
So fucking stupid, man. I don't get it. Anyways, fuck this team, dude. Fuck everything about the Dallas Cowboys right now. You guys know, and Leaf definitely knows. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
about this team, dude.
Nope.
Right now.
No.
All-time low, don't care. Go to the cellar, lose out, please, for the love of God. Terrible, dude. Okay, moving on. Bears at Cardinals. Cardinals win this game 29-9, bro. Another great game for Caleb Williams, bro. 22 of 41, 217 yards, no touchdowns, no picks. So I don't think he was the problem. But, yeah, the Cardinals win 29-9. The Bears offense, once again, though, as we mentioned before last week, I think, when you played the Bears, they have no offense.
Yeah, it's not good.
Like, it's bad. Caleb Williams is not great. Asking him to throw 41 times, by the way, at a game, you're not going to be successful.
Mm.
Sorry. You're just not. Right?
No.
I think we can say that that's a bad call.
Yeah, that's not good for a lot of teams.
Right.
To have to throw that many times, it just means you're losing, or you're playing from behind, or whatever, or your running game is trash, or whatever. But like, they actually have a good running game. Like, DeAndre Swift's actually played pretty well. He only had 51 yards this time, but yeah, it's a bad offense, dude. And I'll
Yes.
forever be thankful for the Bears taking him number 1 overall.
Yeah. Jaguars at Eagles. The Eagles win this game 28-23, but the Jaguars came back and made this a little bit of a game.
Yeah, they gave me a little bit of hope because it would be awesome for the. I mean, we're still leading the division, but just because we have an extra win because we haven't had our bye week yet. But
It was 16-0 at halftime, Eagles, by the way.
yeah.
And then this game is 28-23. Like I said, the Jaguars came back and made this a little bit of a game.
Yeah.
Trevor Lawrence still looks like shit, though.
Dude, it's a bad team.
16 of 31, 169 yards. No touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But he had 2 rushing touchdowns. But still, Trevor Lawrence's ass. And I'm sorry, I'm just going to throw it out. Jalen Hurts' ass too. I'm with Leaf. The Eagles are not impressive, but Barkley is good.
Yeah.
That's about all they have. I'm not impressed by Jalen Hurts. I'll just put it that way.
No. I think
That
they're.
stupid fucking tush push. Fucking shit, bro. I don't care if he had 3 rushing touchdowns last week.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. They don't impress me at all. I think if they played, any other team, like good teams, they're losing their games. Like I can't wait to see. I guess the first game we'll see is the Thursday night game, Eagles Commanders. So.
Oh yeah, but that's not next week.
No,
or this week.
It's a couple weeks. Yeah,
a couple weeks. This week you're gone, right?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm
bad.
here for the next 2 weeks, and the 21st I have a game.
Okay, got it. Lock it down.
And then I think I'm here for the rest of the season. I don't know.
Well,
I'd
we'll
have to
figure
look.
that out
But
later.
But yeah, I'll be here for the next 2 weeks for sure, unless something comes up. But
Unless you die,
Yeah.
or unless I
or
die.
unless a gig comes up, but I doubt it. So
Oh yeah, you never know though.
never know.
We got to put that. Hey, by the way, if you're listening out there, we definitely need to put that donation. Keep Leaf on stream donation.
Right.
So if you want to donate to that, let me know and let Leaf know, and we can make that happen.
Yeah, 100%.
Keep Leaf on stream donation, and I would appreciate that because it sucks being solo.
Yeah, I bet it does. Dude.
Yeah. Oh no, it does.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah. Anyways, Eagles, like you said, we'll see. That's going to be between the 100% the divisions between you and the Eagles. That's it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The other game that we can officially announce that as we record, like I said, and not every game's done, but the Lions at Packers. The Lions did win this game, 24-14 final. Lions 7-1, Packers 6-3. I thought this game going in, because the Lions were on the road in Green Bay, and the weather was shit. It was raining.
Yeah, and it was like their first game they played outside of a dome.
Yeah.
Or something like that. The Lions.
Something like that. And so I thought, man, the Lions are going to have a tough time. Turns out I was wrong. The Lions are good. That's what they are.
Yeah.
And
they are really
your
good.
your Super Bowl pick for the Lions, that's a good. This was our Super Bowl picks, by the way, against each other.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
now
you
thought
picked
of
the
that.
Packers, yeah.
I just now thought of that.
Yeah.
So I thought the Packers may have won this game because it's in Lambeau. They're used to the elements, but it was raining pretty hard
Yeah.
sometimes during this game. But the Lions come out and win this game. Jordan Love threw a pick 6, which was terrible, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Really bad throw. So ugly game, though, overall. But, man, the better team wins, bro. And I think the Lions are 100% the best NFC team.
Yeah.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Easily.
Yeah, I think so. That's the team to beat if you want to get to the Super Bowl as an NFC team.
Well, now you have to go through Detroit.
Yeah.
I will say it's only week 9, right?
Right.
You're on your way. And I will say this. The only way Detroit goes to the Super Bowl is if they have home field advantage.
Yeah.
You ain't meeting the Lions in Detroit.
Right.
I'll say it right now.
No, that'd be a tall order.
Yeah.
And it's
You're not doing
gonna
it
happen.
because that fucking place is insane. Dude.
Yeah.
You're not doing it.
Yeah. So yeah, man, that was a good win for them to go. Like I said, because they were talking about that before the game. It's like this is their first game outside in the elements because they've played in domes for the first 8 weeks, which is wild. That's wild to me. But most of these teams are going to domes now, bro.
It is, man. It's wild, and I think it should. Teams like Green Bay and stuff like that. Like that's part of football.
Yeah.
Leave it outside.
Well, I've always liked the elements, and I get why they do the Super Bowl. Like you have to have a certain temperature in the February, which is all southern type, states.
Yes.
Because they don't want the elements to become a fucking issue or whatever, become a part of the game.
Yeah, because we don't want to play football here. Which, by the way, the old Cowboy Stadium was outside, kind of. The field was outside.
Yeah.
Sometimes it would be fucking miserably hot.
Yeah.
The cold didn't bother me because I was like, yeah, it's football, man.
Yeah.
The wind whipping around or whatever. Just wear some fucking gloves and shit.
Yeah.
I'm going up to Buffalo. I'm going to freeze my fucking nuts off in December.
Yeah, it's going to be cold, bro, probably.
Yeah, well, it's Buffalo.
Yeah.
It's either going to be 7 feet of snow or fucking.
But I like the games, man, in the snow and the rain and shit. It's fun because that tells you exactly what your team is. And that's what I'm saying. The Lions showed up today, dude, and the Packers didn't. So it's like.
That's football, bro.
Wild, yeah. So that's what I like.
Don't take that away from us.
Yeah.
That did prove, by the way, that the Lions are a better team.
Exactly.
Okay. And then there's a couple other games, of course, the Sunday night game and the Monday night game that we will not be able to review right now. There's another game going on, the Rams-Seahawks. It's in overtime as we sit here and record. So we'll see how that goes. But other than that, I don't think that's going to have any ramifications on the NFC whatsoever.
No.
So there you go, man. There's NFL Week 9 as we record here. And just common theme this year so far through Week 9 is obviously I'm not happy with the team that I pull for. I say that very mildly. The Cowboys suck, dude. They're so fucking bad. And I want them to explode into the universe. Because they're never going to be good until change happens, man. And Leaf is happy because change happened. And this is what he gets. He's 7-2 now.
I've been waiting so long. So long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember when Snyder took the team over and he bought it. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. He's a fan. He's ready to go. And then it just never materialized, obviously.
Because like you said, he was like...
He tried to do the whole Jerry Jones thing. For the first few seasons, he was the general manager owner.
Yeah.
Same thing as Jerry. He just didn't do as many fucking interviews as Jerry does.
Yeah.
There's nobody
He didn't have a weekly show.
Yeah. And then he finally got a fucking GM, and he finally started sitting back. But then that's when I think he just started fucking over fans, and so he started becoming a piece of shit. So.
Yeah, he's like, they went to a Beyonce concert or whatever the hell that story was that we did.
So bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would take income from NFL games and say that it was because of a concert, because the whole NFL revenue sharing. Like if you make a certain amount, it kind of goes to the poorer teams or whatever the fuck. And so he didn't like that. And so he said, no, we didn't make that much at this game. That was Beyonce when she was here.
Yeah, that's so bad, dude.
And so he got fucked for that.
And he was like fucking over season ticket holders that had been there for 20 years or whatever.
Oh, it's crazy. Thank God he's gone. And so, yeah. So now we got a good one, dude. Josh Harris, I think he's going to be, he's like a hands-off owner. He's put the right people in place.
Yeah, I mean, that's all you got to do.
Yeah.
Just own the team.
Just sign the checks, bro.
Just own the team and then make sure that who you hire does a good job. And if they don't do a good job, replace them.
Exactly.
That's it.
That's all you got to do. Yeah. You don't have to step in.
And so far, so good, by the way. They're doing a good job.
Yeah.
We know that. So there you go, man. There's NFL Week 9. And everything that you want to say about that. And I obviously hate my team so goddamn. I hate my fucking team so much, dude. Have I said that enough, by the way, on this, how much I hate the Dallas Cowboys right now? I fucking hate them, dude.
Yeah. They're bad.
Maybe it's not. No, so, okay. I love the franchise, the Dallas Cowboys. I hate Jerry Jones.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
There you go.
Yeah, who has ruined it for me, by the way. 100%. And not just me. I know everybody out there, you're thinking the same fucking thing. So I'm not going to be selfish. I'll give you some of that shit, too.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. Oh, God. Let me take a sip of my beer after that, because I can't stand the old fucking egotistic bastard, bro.
He's terrible, dude. Yeah, like you said, I don't think there's any sort of winning type of franchise until he's out of the picture.
100%. Okay.
I don't know when that's going to happen. That guy's going to live forever. It's like.
Yes, with cryo science and AI, we're fucked.
My level of income?
Yeah, my high level income, modern science.
I heard the other day they put a pig in a man, and he's like, "Oh, longer life, I guess." No, he didn't live. It was just crazy.
It was just crazy. It was just crazy to try. All right, man. Let's get out of here with a couple crazy stories, as always. By the way, somebody in chat, Jeff in chat, before we move over, says, "What if Cooper Rush wins 5 in a row again?" No, I don't care.
That's what I said earlier.
I don't care. It's not going to matter.
I think it would be funny.
But it
Just
is
because
I mean, that would be funny, but it's not going
got $60 million and the guy sucks ass, and then Cooper Rush comes in. What does he make? Like $700,000 a year, and
whatever.
he wins 5 in a row.
I think he makes a little bit more after that.
Maybe, yeah.
They gave him a little bit of a raise because of that 5 in a row.
Yeah, I think a backup quarterback gets a few million, I'm sure, but not 60 million.
Well, we always said that's the best job in the league.
Yeah, 100%.
Hold the clipboard.
Yeah, ask Chase Daniel.
Yeah, $45 million man.
Yeah,
That played nothing.
yeah.
Okay. Get out of here with a couple crazy things. I have a couple crazy things. One's like super like sad. One's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, start with the sad one.
I am starting with the sad one.
Yeah,
Yes.
there you go.
Yeah. Dude, I know.
Don't end this like Joker 2, bro. Where
Yeah.
So like, what the fuck?
Yeah. All right, so here we go. A surfer, 36 years old, dies after being impaled by a swordfish in freak accident.
Oh my God.
She died doing what she loves, they say. An Italian woman is dead after she was impaled by a swordfish while surfing in Indonesia. Here we go with these names. Julia Manfrini. By the way, I nailed that. I thought it was harder than it
Got
looked.
it, bro.
36 years old, was surfing on Massaquot Island in the Mentawai Islands. I fucked all that up. When a swordfish leaped out of the water and stabbed her on the left side of her chest.
Dang.
Yeah. 2 witnesses attempted to render aid to her before she was taken to a local medical center where it was discovered that she had a 5-centimeter deep stab wound.
Good Lord.
And this is why,
That's like a
and once
freak
again, I want to
accident
pause
thing.
real quick. This is why me and Leaf have both said this. Don't fuck with the ocean.
Yeah. There's shit in there you don't want to fucking mess with. There's
just
so
trying to
many
surf.
things that can kill you.
You're trying to surf.
Yeah.
And this is what I love doing. I love surfing. A swordfish is like, motherfucker, what?
Yeah.
He leaps out of the water and just fucking hits you directly in the chest, and you're
Yeah.
dead.
That's wild.
That's scary is what that is.
Yeah. And then the sharks, you hear shark attacks surfers all the time and shit. I mean, there's all kind. It's not our territory, bro. We don't belong there.
Yes.
Unless you're James Cameron, bro.
Exactly. Yes, we've said that many times. Although her official cause of death has not been revealed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Is it a heart attack, bro?
Yeah. Stab Magazine. By the way, that's kind of fucked up.
Okay.
That magazine's called that. Citing a medical report that Manfrini's nose was foaming after the incident, suggesting oxygen deprivation from drowning. Makes sense because if you get stabbed in the chest, you're probably not going to get up and start swimming.
Yeah, she probably didn't feel like, with the swordfish in her fucking chest to be like, oh, let me try to get some air now.
Yeah.
Like,
Apparently, again, there's some quotes in here that says she suffered a freak accident. Unfortunately, even with the brave efforts of her partner, local resort staff, and doctors, she could not be saved. We believed she died doing what she loved in a place that she loved. Which, by the way, there is a picture of this island. It's absolutely beautiful.
yeah.
And the water looks amazing. But once again, I just want to reiterate, don't fuck with the ocean. There's no need for us to be down there and around there and everything. I mean, I know this is a freak accident. By the way, she's actually really attractive.
Yeah. Sure she is.
I'm just saying, there's no need for us to be fucking with it. This is why I don't swim in the ocean.
Yeah, no, I'm not about it. I'm not about
I don't
that life,
care.
bro.
I'm not doing it.
Well, and I'm not one of those kind of people. Like those people that love that adrenaline shit. Like I guess surfers would be into that kind of category.
Yes, they definitely are.
I mean,
They go where the waves are.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like they're like, oh, there's a big storm and it's going to push waves in Indonesia. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah, and then like these people that like the undercurrent and stuff to take you under. It's a fucking weird place, man. The ocean's crazy. It's like too unknown for me to go in there just chilling, bro. Like I'll go and step out a little bit, get a little wet, but then I'm back on under the umbrellas pounding beers, bro, sitting on the chair.
Oh yeah, no. I'll say I did snorkel in Mexico,
Yeah.
and in the Gulf of Mexico, which by the way was not clear whatsoever. I was like, I can't see shit.
Yeah.
And so I got back in and I've rode my boat because it was like a 2-person boat. I was like,
Yeah.
I was like back on the beach and I was under the umbrella drinking beers.
Yeah, that's. I'm all about that part of it.
I love
for
that
sure.
part of it.
Yeah.
Looking out on it, I'm like, this is beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch you guys get eaten by sharks and get stung by box jellyfishes and die.
Yeah,
and stuff
I mean,
like
have you seen Jaws, bro?
Yeah.
The people on the beach that were just chilling, drinking beers and chilling, they lived.
Yeah.
I don't know if you know that.
Right.
The fucking idiots out there swimming on a damn thing.
The ones that got wet, those are the dead ones.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Have you ever seen Jaws?
Yeah.
1 through 5 and Megalodonic or whatever the fuck that is.
The Meg, bro.
The Meg, yeah.
Those things are true stories, bro. Based on true stories.
100%, dude. Great white sharks will eat your ass. I will say this. A swordfish will come up out of the water and stab you in the chest because we know that's real.
Yeah. That's why they have that. It's
So
their,
don't do
their
that.
defense thing. And they saw that lady surfing and thought it was going to come and get him. And
Probably.
he's like, fuck this bitch.
Yeah, because he's like, I've seen too many of my cousins and brothers die from getting caught by sword fishermen.
Yeah.
Fuck Mark Wahlberg and George Clooney for sword. And we took their boat down, bitches.
That's right.
The perfect storm, baby.
Yeah.
So anyways, this is why I don't fuck with the ocean. She is hot, by the way. And, I mean, it's sad, obviously,
Right.
to get stabbed in the chest like
Freak
that.
accident, dude. Yeah, I get it. But,
I mean,
how
how many times are you in the ocean? You can keep rolling the dice?
Yeah, you're taking a chance every time you go out there. There's shit out there that can kill you, like, no problem.
Yeah, 100%, dude. There's more than swordfish, by the way.
Right.
And if you didn't know swordfish, somehow, if you didn't know out there, swordfish are sharp, now you know.
Yeah.
It's called sword for a reason.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean it's like, oh, this is so soft.
Yeah. Don't call them butter knife fishes, bro.
Even that would probably cut you, but yeah, you're right. Oh, man. Sorry about that. That sucks for that lady. I'm not trying to make a joke out of that.
Yeah, it's sad.
I'm sad about it, and I just, like I said, this is why we don't fuck with the ocean, though. I don't want to go ever again, ever, to the ocean. Been a few times, but after reading some of the stories that we talk about,
Yeah.
I'm done.
Yeah, there's a lot that happens over there that's not good.
Okay, funny one after that sad one, because that is sad, actually. Here comes the funny news that we got, and I meant to read this last couple weeks ago, but we had some other stuff. Man pushes 15 boiled eggs up rectum and tears intestines.
Oh my God.
A man who pushed 15 hard-boiled eggs up his rectum, everybody knows that's his asshole,
Yeah.
had to undergo an emergency surgery after tearing his intestines. The 29-year-old man had taken GHB when he made the decision and began to boil the eggs with his partner. The man from the Netherlands has not been identified due to privacy reasons. Why? What the fuck would you release your name?
Eggs, no shit.
When the eggs were ready, he peeled them and inserted them all into his anus.
So he just, so he peeled them first.
Yes. Yeah, thank for that.
I thought maybe the shells was what tore his intestines.
Yeah. No,
But no.
he peeled them. Apparently, since 15 eggs tore his whatever that I said, apparently you can shove 14 up your ass and you're fine. 15's the limit, bro. We know.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. When he began feeling unwell, he took himself to the hospital where doctors discovered he had tachycardia, a heartbeat of 120 beats per minute, and rapid breaths, 29 rapid breaths per minute. The doctors suspected abdominal sepsis and performed a CT scan, which showed a perforation of the pelvic colon and giant amounts of air and fluids in his abdominal cavity.
Good Lord.
The doctor says this is why we deem an emergency surgery necessary. It's a surgical procedure involving a large incision through the abdominal wall to gain access into the abdominal cavity. When that was performed successfully, the doctor says the eggs were removed as well as we could, and the abdominal cavity was thoroughly rinsed. The eggs caused a giant rupture of the gastrointestinal wall, which was sewn up by the doctors. So again, I just want to mention he did live. However, I'm not sure what you're thinking, but apparently if you guys want to do it out there, boil 14 eggs and stick it up your ass, you're fine. 15's the limit.
Yeah, don't go to 15.
Yeah.
Don't try to break this guy's record.
I don't understand this. I'll never understand this, by the way. Why would
Yeah.
you shove up anything up your ass? This is another
I would.
question.
When you read these stories like this, I want to know why. Like, what was the?
Well, he was on GHB, whatever the hell that is. I don't know. It didn't say what that is, by the way. He had taken GHB, so he's on some sort of substance.
Okay. But then he's just like, I don't.
But then him and his partner were like, let's shove 15 eggs up your ass. He's like, okay.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
And then you're like, oh, I'm in emergency surgery. Yeah, no shit. You shove 15 eggs up your ass. And by the way, hard-boiled eggs, when you shove them up there, there's not, after they're peeled, they're not soft. I mean, excuse me, they're not hard.
Yeah, I wonder why
they break up in somebody's. He can't be shoving up his own ass, right? I mean, maybe he was, but they're going to break apart.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. There's too much pressure, I would think. Mm-hmm. Right?
You know what?
That's
Never
what
mind. Never mind. You know what? Never mind. It said partner, so maybe this guy's asshole's gaped. I don't know.
Who knows, man? That's gross, though.
Because you
What
know
the
there's,
fuck? Why?
there's
Yeah, just what the fuck was the point of it?
I mean, drugs, obviously, and then he may have had sex before that.
I mean, what are
And
you
so
gonna get out of it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what do you think it's supposed to do? Like,
Oh, well, that's true as well.
like you didn't think something's gonna happen to your body? You're going the wrong direction, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it's supposed to come out.
Exactly.
You're
always said
you're
that,
shoving
too.
food up it.
I've always said that too. Mine's an exit only.
Yeah.
There is no entry up there. Well, I'll take that back. Unless it's like a tongue or a finger. Maybe it's the tip of the finger. Tongue.
Yeah.
That's a sexual thing, though. That's not actually ramming 15 eggs up my ass.
This is not. Well, maybe it's. I don't know. That's weird though. But
Well, I
like,
can't imagine there's sexual things with 15 eggs up your ass.
Yeah, like you could just use a dildo or an actual penis
Or anal beads.
Yeah, yeah, something that's not gonna fuck your shit up like that.
Or yeah, something's not going to rip your abdominal intestines apart.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Wow. All right, man. Good
Dude,
times.
that is one of the ones. So the Netherlands are a fucked up place.
Yeah, apparently.
Watch out there, man.
A lot
What
of
is
those
GHB,
stories.
bro? What is GHB? Can we
GHB.
look that up real quick? Because I want to know. He was on GHB,
GHB.
depressant drug. It slows down messages traveling between the brain and the body. It's a sedative.
Okay, so it's not like a.
It can treat narcolepsy. Interesting.
So it's not like a fuck. It wasn't like heroin or fucking cocaine.
No, yeah, it's not like anything crazy, but it seems like it is definitely one that'll fuck with your mind and all that.
Interesting.
It's a depressant approved for use in the treatment of narcolepsy, a disorder that causes daytime sleep attacks. Yeah, I guess it also, they need to put on there the side effect is shoving 15 eggs up your ass.
Yeah, trying to shove 15 fucking.
15 boiled eggs up your ass that he peeled first. By the way, he peeled them. He took the time to peel these.
You're right.
Dude, when you boil eggs, you got to put them in like, after they're done boiling, you put them in like ice cold water.
Yeah.
So it's easier to peel.
Yeah.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. You boil the eggs or whatever, and then you put them in ice cold water for like, I don't know, a couple minutes.
5 minutes.
5
or
minutes,
something.
yeah. And then you peel them, and it just like comes right off.
Yeah.
It makes
and
it
also,
way easier.
while they're boiling, if you put salt in there, that helps too.
Yeah.
Helps to peel them.
So there's no way that they didn't fucking make this attempt to make sure that all these 15 more hard-boiled eggs were not ready for this insertion.
Hey. Yeah. Well,
I'm
thank
just
you
saying.
for telling that story now, not the day before like Thanksgiving, because I'll fuck some deviled eggs up.
Oh, well,
And
dude, I'm going to eat about
if
15
that story
of
was
those.
fresh in my mind, I'd be like, oh god, I don't want to eat.
You're not
this.
going to shove these up your ass, though.
No, but I'm just saying. I think about it. I'm like,
I'll be like, why did Leaf just shove 15 hard or deviled eggs up his ass?
yeah, no, I'm
No,
not.
I'm just, dude, every Thanksgiving I destroy fucking 10 of those.
God, they're so good, bro.
Yeah.
I could. That's gonna be my plate, bro. I'm just gonna grab the container.
A lot of people do that.
That's what we
and I'm
eat.
like, back the fuck up.
Yeah.
Because here's the thing with Thanksgiving, and we're coming up on that, by the way. We'll have a Thanksgiving episode for sure. And we actually probably be live on Thanksgiving night if
might.
you want to.
Yeah, because neither one of us have our
We
kids.
don't have our kids. We're on the same
So
schedule.
we've done that before. We
did.
We've definitely streamed live for Thanksgiving when we don't have our kids. So
Yeah, we eat with our families, and then we just hang out together
yeah.
afterwards. But anyways, we'll do that Thanksgiving episode for sure.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, for me, Thanksgiving wise, just to end, I guess, I stay away from like turkey and shit a lot because that shit puts me to sleep.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's
makes me
proven.
tired.
I have a few things of turkey, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, yeah.
Stuffing and then like mashed potatoes and gravy and then like 6 or 7 deviled eggs, bro.
Yeah, that's
At
what
least.
that my plate is kind of like that. I'll get like a slice, just one slice of turkey.
Yeah.
And then I'll get like ham. So I'll get get that kind of stuff, protein. That's
I forgot about ham. Yeah.
And then, dude, my uncle makes these things he calls cowboy beans. Fucking delicious, by the way.
Yeah.
I eat some of those, and then I get, like, deviled eggs, and I get some rolls, stuffing. Yeah. And then, but, like, the meat is kind of small, though, because all the sides are so goddamn good.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Then I load up.
That's the thing, dude. The sides are better than the meat.
Yeah, usually. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk more about that as we get to real Thanksgiving. But anyways, don't shove eggs up your ass, guys.
Yeah, it's gross. And it's.
But
gonna
if you
rip
want
your
to do
stomach
that,
out.
if you want to do that, just make sure it's 14, not 15. So
Yeah, that sounds. It's like the mark there.
that's the limit.
Somebody's gonna be like, nah, watch, I can get 15 with no problem. It's probably from the Netherlands.
It's
after I
probably
read
going to
that
be
story.
Steve-O from Jackass or something.
Yeah.
That's unhealthy, by the way.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Anyways, let's get out of here, man. Let's get out of here. It's been a great episode again, as always. We appreciate you. If you've been watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Just reiterating, we are live for pretty much every episode that we record. Sometimes we skip because it's what we do.
Yeah.
If we're really hungover, it's like, guys, we're not going live.
Some days we just can't make it happen.
Yeah, I don't want to fuck with YouTube, and it is a little bit of a process to go live. So, anyways, but we would appreciate it though if you did go out there and like our videos, of course, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is completely free to do, by the way. YouTube.com/@Eskimo Brothers Podcast, totally free. We would appreciate that. We're trying to grow. These last few Thursday streams, we've grown a little bit. So thank you guys out there for that. We really appreciate that. And then make sure you do follow us, please, on social media. We are out there everywhere. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, @Eskimo Brothers Podcast. And then over on X, which is the best social media platform there is right now. I'm saying that 100%, and I'm with Elon Musk all the way. Our handle is @Eskimo Bros Pod. Best social media thing out there. And I talk shit out there a lot to Rangers fans, Cowboys fans, and whatever the hell else I'm feeling especially after a few drinks. But Leafs on there as well.
Yeah.
So we can both respond. But then again, like I mentioned, up at the top, and every week we know this, our audio does come out though, bro.
That's right. We drop the audio episode on Tuesday mornings usually, most of the time. And you can, anywhere you listen to podcasts, that's where we'll drop it. Our big ones are like Amazon, then Apple and Spotify. If you listen to us on Spotify, go to our page there and just hit 5 stars. That's all you got to do. You don't have to write a review or anything. On Apple, you can write a review. That helps as well. Hit 5 stars and write a few sentences about how you like the podcast, and that helps with the algorithm and all that. So, whatever audio you listen to, please go look and find out how to rate it and review it for us, because that helps us a lot with that, with the audio streaming side of things.
Yes, sir. Sure does. And we do, by the way, we've got a lot of listeners out there. Amazon was a big one.
Yeah.
And all that. So it's been really exciting to see the numbers. Me and Leaf look at the numbers. Every week we look at the numbers.
Yeah.
We get a little email.
Yeah, it tells us.
Hey, motherfuckers, this is what you got. And I'm like, hell yes.
Mm-hmm.
Especially that one week. I was like, what the hell just happened?
Yeah. Yeah, we see a spike every once in a while. So we know you guys out there want to listen.
I
so
think our brother from Romania, or where the hell was he from?
Yeah.
He was in here earlier, by the way.
Yeah.
I saw him in chat.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was like, motherfucker. I couldn't talk to obviously we couldn't talk to you because we're recording. Sorry about that, brother.
Yeah.
But thank you for stopping in.
Yeah, come into the Thursday night streams like you did last year.
Yeah. Stop being a cop.
Yeah.
Tell everybody they're on their own. No, I'm just kidding. But no, we appreciate it for sure. And so we will see you. Make sure you join us on Thursday. I thought Leaf was gone, but so he'll be here. So that's great.
Yeah. Let me make sure, I guess.
So that is
Now you got me thinking about
Thursday.
that.
Yeah. I thought you were gone, bro. I'm so sorry. That's
No.
Thursday the 7th.
No, I'm here.
Okay, he's here. And then we'll be here live on Thursday for Thursday Night Football. As always, we appreciate it, and we'll see you next time with a brand new episode, as always, next week. So take care of yourselves out there, everybody. Go vote and make sure you vote correctly and what you want to vote for. But vote correctly.
Don't listen to celebrities. Do your own shit.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This has been another episode of the Eskimo Brothers Podcast. Thank you for listening, and be sure to follow or subscribe to the podcast on your favorite podcast streaming service. And until next time, remember, an Eskimo Brothers bond is worth more than gold.
Like I never